I bought a new like gaming keyboard and mouse combo, and it came within 8 hours, dude. It said it'll be there at 7 a.m. and I bought it the night before. So they packed it up,
Wait, hold up. Hold up. What did you buy?
bro. What, you're gonna critique what I bought now?
Nah. I'm just making sure you get the best.
I got a. Let me look at it. Let me look at it. I got a Logitech Pro
All right, that's good.
mechanical,
That's good.
Logitech G Pro mechanical or something, a little short one. I didn't want nothing big, it's a little mobile one. And then I got a G502 Hero mouse, the Logitech.
Yeah,
Am I, yo,
yeah. I can only use a G502 Hero because I have fucking big hands, bro. If I use any other type of gaming mouse, I'm like a freaking like gorilla trying to like hold a like an egg, bro. It's like fucking
yo,
dumb.
POV
So
he must know his shit because he's down there like hundreds and clapping. Like, as soon as I said it, he goes, "Yup, he got the right shit." See, I
Man,
didn't know what I was
that's
buying,
the mouse
but
I'm using right now, bro. Happy birthday, broski.
yeah, Logitech Pro Series is pretty good, man.
All them
I think for
buttons.
gaming and
yeah, bro. So that was my birthday present to myself. I got that computer, that gaming computer, and then I just bought this keyboard and mouse. And then I just bought a monitor on Prime Day deals. So I got a monitor coming in the next 2 days. So
Bro,
we'll
you're
have a
gonna be
setup.
super happy with that. You're gonna be super happy with it, man.
Bro, I found the dopest Murakami flower gaming like mat. It's a big 5x5 circle Murakami flower that you use for your computer chair. It's for, and it's fire. I hope it's good. I mean, I don't know. It's probably a knockoff or some shit, but it's gonna look good at least. But it was sold on the official page. I don't know. We'll see. It's fire though. We'll see how it looks in real life.
Sometimes when you order certain things, with Prime, within them right hours, bro, that shit'll get there so quick. I love it.
No, dude, that's what I'm saying. I bought that keyboard and mouse at like 10 p.m. and it came at 7 a.m. the next day. Sometimes if they got it close, they'll throw it in a they call them like the Amazon drivers. They'll throw it in like a car and they'll drop it off in like a minivan or some shit. It's
Bro, I swear I caught them delivering something one time for me, and it was literally just like a normal lady pulled up in an SUV with like a crosswalk vest on, and it threw me off at first, but she was cool, so I see how they do it.
I got a tenant um who has kind of a criminal record and he can't be an Uber driver or anything like that, but they have Amazon delivery drivers. They use their own vehicles and they pay really well, bro. But you don't like the record don't matter, like, because you're not driving people, you're driving packages. So he does it, dude. And apparently the money's decent. If anybody wants a side gig, you can deliver packages in your whip. You know what I'm saying? Throw Twitter spaces on, just slinging packages all day.
I was gonna say you could multitask, host a space, deliver packages. It's fine. But I just wanted to hop on to say happy birthday. Did we do happy birthday festivities already? Are y'all
Yeah, no,
supposed to
they already all
sing?
they sung and everything. You missed it, Rose.
Darn.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I'm about to head to dinner, but wanted to hop in.
We're talking about
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking about all the stuff I bought myself as an excuse because it was my birthday.
hey, I was
Got
gonna
to.
say, what type of monitor did you get? Compound.
I gotta hold up. It's a Prime deal right now. It's a hold on. I'm pulling it up. A Samsung 32-inch Odyssey, 165 hertz, 1 millisecond curved gaming monitor. Oh, he's gone, bro.
Good curved monitor. Gotta get the curved
He's
monitor.
gone.
That's sick as hell. Oh, wait, Shadow just turned to a
Shadow likes
shadow.
to ask questions and then just dip.
Well, I wanted to answer anyways too. So, when I bought my Logitech mouse, I bought a curved monitor in the same sitting as well. So, great minds think alike, bro. You gonna love it.
So it's good for the peripheral visions, huh? So when I'm in there
Oh
and when
yeah,
I'm up
man.
close and I'm blending on Blender and I'm in Unreal 5, I could be looking left and right. my eyes and the
You
peripheral.
know where it really looks crazy at? You go full screen into Hyper-Fi on the curved monitor, bro. Any game really, full screen on the curved monitor, ballistic.
Yo, 32 inches plenty of monitoring. I don't need no more than that. I'll, I'm probably gonna put a TV mount. I have a TV mount on the wall by my desk, so I'll have one mounted, and then maybe it'll be a TV, but the monitor right in front of me.
Yeah, I threw mine on a swivel
What,
arm
your monitor or
so I
your
could move it
TV?
around. The monitor.
Oh,
My TV's on a swivel arm too, though.
yeah, it goes up, down, left, and right.
Just left and right, but the monitor every direction.
Yeah, that's what I need right there. Yo,
It's a vibe.
I want Shadow come back, and then Prez. I know Prez listens to his computer. Does anybody in here play Squad on the PC? It's like a
Yeah, put me here.
yeah. I'm trying to. It's like the one game that I would ever play, just because of how crazy it looks. But if anybody played Squad or has a PC that can play it, I'm trying to play with some friends.
Yeah, low key, I got a good gaming PC. Where do you get the game at? On
Yeah,
Steam?
it's on Steam. Look up some videos on it, bro. It's like a squad based war game that's super hyper realistic.
Okay. Oh, so you can do multiplayer? Is that why it's called
Yeah,
Squad?
100 person games and stuff.
God
Ve-
damn, yeah, let's do
yeah,
that.
vehicles, all kinds of shit. Like it looks crazy, but I mean, I needed a PC to run it, and I'm finally at that point. And it's the only game that I ever
Hmm.
even thought about attempting to or trying to play. That and this other one called Hell Let Loose.
Compound got a
Yeah, no, that'd be
PC,
sick to
bro. He got a
stream.
PC. He ready for action now, bro. He had him-
Yeah, we're about to be in Unreal 5, right? No, I'm just kidding. Dre Mill's gonna get one too. His FOMO can't is ain't gonna ain't,
Oh,
his FOMO
don't
ain't gonna let him not get one.
don't talk this up, man. I swear, I just thinking the same thing. Like, damn, I gotta get a PC. Don't do this to me.
Yo, Compound's playing squad with all the homies. We got to get in squad.
I gotta squad up with the homies, man. What am I doing with my life? Don't do this to me.
I mean, if we just count, if we count, so I bought the monitor and the keyboard and the mouse, and I was like, oh, I spent $300, and I was like, I've spent $300 on gas fees and like single mints. I've spent $300 on like rug pulls. It's so crazy how the money that I've spent on Ethereum, like NFTs that I've lost money on, translate to real world shit. Like you could get a decent setup for the amount of money that I spent on some just real world shit just in the last couple of days.
Bro, that thought is exactly what made me get the decent setup. I was just thinking about it like, what the fuck? Yeah, let me just hop on Amazon real quick and get myself right. And then once I get myself right, I will have this shit. I will have it. Like when I leave the house and come back, it will still be there. Next week, it'll still be there. So, it was a good decision.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, the entire the entire computer, everything that I bought so far to the computer with the monitor, everything, bro. Even the chair, mat, all everything doesn't add up to what I lost on the other side mint in gas. The other side mint was crazy on gas. So
Yeah, I heard nightmare stories.
You
yeah,
still
bro.
got
Sorry about
your plot
that.
of land for the other side?
Yeah, I put them in a wallet that I forgot that I had, like that I don't think about a lot. It's just they're just sitting in there. Those are the two things that I've almost, because I was getting offers at like 560 for one of them, and so many times I've looked at Shauna. I was like, should I just sell it, buy a floor, and get some clones? And so many times she goes, just wait this one out, like put them in a different wallet, wait for other side to drop. Like if they're putting the money they are into it, then just wait. And so those are the two things that she's been reasonable, like putting some reason into me. Because you know how quickly sometimes I want to just sell NFTs to buy like a clone I see on the floor. So I put my other side land in a whole separate wallet, so I'm not even looking at it, and I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for other side to drop, and I'll have this PC all set up, ready to rock in there whenever it's ready.
I love how supportive she is of your Web3 choices, man. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, bro, she's serious. Like she's like, no, you gotta wait this one out. You have good other side land. Don't sell what you got. Put them in a different wallet. So many times she's talked me out of like buying floor other side and selling my nice ones for clones. She's just said, don't touch them. So you need everybody. I think needs someone like that in their life that has some reason. Because I am super unreasonable, and I'm
Absolutely.
super. What is it called when you just spend like you spend and without thinking? It's a yeah. I'm like a
Spontaneous. Yes.
spontaneous
Insane.
spender.
That too. Other side of the coin.
TJ, my dude,
Yo,
what
what's
up,
good,
bro?
man? First of all, happy birthday, bro. Fucking congratulations making it this far. I don't know how old you are, but how old are you? Like 30 something right now?
Yeah, bro. I think I'm 32. Yeah, I'm 32 now.
Congrats. Good
I
job.
actually forgot in Vegas, bro. I was talking to this
I know
dude.
I forget. I have to
Be
check
like
my
that.
fucking driver's license sometimes too. It's ridiculous.
I never thought I'd forget. I told some dude in Vegas that I was 32,
Oh,
and
it happens. The older you get, this shit's gonna start happening more and more often. Watch. I'm warning you now. Because I'm like 43, and sometimes I think I'm like 42 and shit, and like 41. It's fucking nuts.
The funny thing was, homie corrected him. Like he did the math real quick and was like, "Yo, you're not 32." It was,
yeah, he checked me. He said, "When's your birthday?" 1991, and he goes, "My birthday's 1991. There's no way you're 32 because I'm 31." And so he actually gained me back a year. It was fire, bro. Fire.
Yo, but congrats on the purchase of that 32 Samsung. If you look at on Bad Take, I just posted my setup. I got two 32s, and I recommend you get one more, dude, because you fucking deserve it. It just gives you like so much workspace. It gives you like I don't know, like 64 inches of workspace and
I
stuff,
hear
and
that,
it's
bro.
it's nuts how much shit you can do there.
how much
Yo,
was
It's
a
gonna be,
32?
I got a really good deal. I don't remember anymore because I got them a few, like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago at Costco. I think I only paid like 240 per 250. It was like a really good deal. So I was like, fuck, I'm taking two, bro. And they're too curved, so you're sitting there and it's like you're in a
What are the
capsule
specs on
basically,
the
they look so good.
what are the specs
You
on
got your
those?
clones on
I
that
don't, I don't
too?
know. I just put them on for you guys right now. But yeah.
Hey,
Yo,
Hey,
put them in,
yo.
put it in the comments so everybody else can see.
Okay. But
Um,
yeah, so I got like I don't know what I got, like an i7 with like 16 gigs of RAM. And then I got these two monitors. My whole setup was only like $1,400, like out the door for everything from Costco.
so are we playing squad tonight, TJ, or what?
I don't even know what that is, but I'm assuming it's like a shooting game.
Yeah.
Definitely military inspired. If you're talking a compound, talking about playing it, somebody got to get
Oh
shot
yeah.
Hey,
in that game.
hey, man, I'll join up, bro. I'm over here just playing fucking Battlefield and Call of Duty by myself, bro.
Yo, we're gonna get Shadow on squad too. Let's go. I'm about to build. We're gonna build a bad take squad in a game that we've never played, and it's like a serious milsim role playing game, but it's like realistic. We're gonna be in there just being getting fucking wrecked.
We need to go into
Hey,
Fortnite and just build our own island
The cl-
and start selling our merch.
hey, compound, man. I know you said you was.
Shadow, thanks for entertaining my comment, man. Good to talk to you too, Shadow.
Oh, sorry, was somebody talking
Are you
that?
Rug Shadow?
I'm just driving. I can barely hear. Hold on, let me wait till I get home.
No, I'm just messing with him. Go ahead, Shadow.
Dude, I'm down to build in Fortnite when I can get my clone in there. I saw people with their clones in Fortnite. I don't know who did it. Yo, POV actually had his clone in a Fortnite like game. What is
yeah. It's actually called Craftopia, bro. It's a super sick game. You can get it on Steam, and they just released their most updated version. So the game's like $12 right now. But the way they do it is you use Vroid to upload your clone, and then when you load the game up, you can switch the avatars out for Vroid, and anyone that you play with that's logged into their Vroid account through the game can see the avatar you're playing with. So I'll be over in the Chillin' Chili's server on Discord, and we just kind of chop it up. A few of us have clones in there, and we be running through that shit with the blades and killing bosses, bro. It's low-key a really good game. I can't lie.
Yo, this is a good transition to speak about this. So Steam, is that the same platform that Clegg used to make his skins on?
for
Anybody?
CS:GO.
Yeah. What the CS:GO he's making the skins for?
Yeah, I mean yeah, and I believe CS:GO through Steam. So I don't know if they had a marketplace
So
on there.
yeah, Steam, this is the best way to explain it. Steam is a marketplace for PC video games, and CSGO is on Steam. There's also Steam, but here's the thing about Steam, though. Steam is not NFT friendly. There's another one called the Epic Games Store, which is the same people who created Fortnite. They have a marketplace for video games as well. And on the Epic Games Store, they're able to they allow NFT gaming where you can buy, sell, do all kinds of stuff with crypto and NFTs. So I'm hoping Epic Games gets a little bit more popular, but right now Steam is like the number one marketplace for PC video games.
So I know in
And
the
uh, and I didn't know you. Oh,
lost him.
Oh, it's all love, dude.
oh wait, can y'all hear me now? My
Yeah,
shit
we
keeps connecting.
No, you're a little choppy. You're not as smooth as we're used to.
Okay, well, I was just trying to say, Compound Man. I know you said you didn't want to jump in, but it must be perfect timing because last night I saw Battlefield 2046 was or 2049. I forgot what the fuck it's called it, but anyways, it's $14, bro. 59.99 to $14, man. You can't beat that. And the new season starts this week, bro. Jump in.
Is Battlefield really that good? I used to play Call of Duty a lot, and Battlefield used to get clowns, and I
Well,
stayed away
it's
from it.
not as good as Call of Duty in my opinion, but nothing's better than 100v100, and it's just a bunch of chaos going on and people like shooting people in planes. You can jump in a tank with like five other people. It's just a bunch of chaos. So it's like a fun game to play if you got like an hour to burn because their matches are like 40 minutes long. But Call of Duty is the chill, 15-minute type of game to game. So Call of Duty's way better in my opinion, though.
I used to play it all the time. My wife used to run through people together in unison. Ah, the memories. But no, I was asking questions about. Well, I do have another question. One, when you play on your PC, are you playing with a mouse and a keyboard, or do you guys have like a controller,
You
PlayStation
should be
controller?
playing with mouse and keyboard, especially if you're playing a shooting game, because it's more precise. But some people like to play with a controller because you get like aim assist, and sometimes you can land crazy shots. Either way,
Are you playing with a controller comp, or are you playing with mouse and keyboard? You fully gamed out
You about
now?
to play with the
I
mouse,
haven't,
bro. You got all them new buttons.
bro. I'm gonna play with the mouse and keyboard, but I haven't set nothing up yet.
Go crazy.
That is nuts.
Rebind all of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
You gonna go crazy.
y'all are
Bind it.
nuts. You know what? I was buying. I bought like a. I might still have it for real. I got like a Bape edition. What is this? Some kind of special edition keyboard and headphones and all that stuff, and don't even have a PC. But just got it because it was special edition. Got it for my daughter. She never used it.
Yeah, where is all this stuff? Like, is it in the
Yeah.
garage? Is it?
I'm looking at the keyboard right now. It's in her room next to her Easy boxes.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Don't
But like, then you have other stuff that's like stored away that you just like forget about,
Oh yeah,
right?
for
Like, dude,
sure.
Did you see? Aunt Ben pulled out those 2009 China or the China
LeBron 9
9
China's, yeah,
LeBrons.
they came out 2013, I think they was. Those were some of the hardest LeBrons ever. That LeBron 9 line was some of the best LeBrons that ever dropped. Some of the most comfortable and best designed LeBrons. Yeah, that was fire.
All right. So back to the scheduled program. So Steam. So everybody likes to use Steam, but Epic Games, like the platform that they have, is like it would be a good analogy, or they'd be synonymous, arguably.
yeah, I would say like Epic Games is like Blur and Steam's like OpenSea, but
Ooh.
most people, if you can buy a game on Steam, it's normally going to be cheaper But I just don't like the fact that Steam is taking the I don't know. They're taking the approach that like NFTs are just scams and we don't want them on our marketplace. So if your game has anything to do with NFTs, we don't want it here. But Epic Game Store is like, yo, NFTs, y'all are welcome. Like everybody come over here, you know. So I don't
Must
know. But I like
Well,
Steam.
that's where it's at. I mean, the amount of money that I spend on like skins for my kids in these video games is freaking obscene,
agreed.
Shadow. And maybe I need you to come over here and help me parent and help me tell these kids no. But until then, every time I buy a skin, I'm like, this is stupid because they can't take this thing with them. And like, it's not. And so someone brought it up in like a conversation in a space I was in the other day. They were like, why would any of these gaming platforms ever go to NFTs? They're making so much money on the skins they're making and selling in house. Well, it's because people are going to get sick of. I mean, these kids are going to grow up and realize exactly what we all have realized. I know I have the realization that it's throwing away money and there's an opportunity for you to own it yourself, yet they didn't take advantage of it. So what, you know what? I'm not going to give them my money anymore. You know what? I think that Epic is seeing that. They're saying we're going to lean into this, and with the royalties and all the other things that come, they'll still be, it'll bring in, arguably enough market where they're still buying in-house skins. That's still gonna exist. It's just we're gonna be able to play there too.
Yeah,
But
that's
what do
the
you think about that
That's
perspective?
the other thing too, man. The I don't remember the numbers exactly, but I remember a lot of developers started making Epic Game Store launch exclusive marketplace games because the fees and everything, like Steam takes a bunch of fees off of every sale, right? I don't want to say it's like Apple level where Steam takes like 30% of all sales, but it could very well be. Steam takes like half of that. I mean, Epic Game Store takes half of that from game developers. And as we all know, game development costs a shit ton of money. But not every game can launch their own launcher on their own marketplace like Riot Games or, something like Blizzard, right? You have to be like a mega giant to have your own marketplace. You have to rely on these marketplaces to release your quote unquote your games, right? In this scenario. But yeah, you're 100% right. Games started off where we went. This is kind of the short history of the games came out and it was a full game. You paid one price, you got the full game, and that was it. And then I believe it was like Halo that came out on like Xbox, and it was either Halo or another game on Xbox where it was the first game that came out with it was an add-on, right, an expansion. I believe it was actually on a separate disc as well too, or something of that nature. But then we went into this expansion phase where all these games were coming out, and it was like buy this $15 expansion. So now it's like, oh, you're not really even buying the full game anymore. Now you're buying part of the game, and then when they finish this other part, they'll release it and sell it to you for more. Well, we went from that to then you started getting FIFA and 2K and all these people. They started doing this loot box thing, and that was like the worst. Loot box in video game terms, NFTs, we know what we're getting into, but loot boxes in gaming term, the ratio, the rarity, none of that stuff was ever shown. A lot of games were gamifying it to where a person would have to spend a shit ton of money before they would start pulling good shit, and it was just horrible. And then finally, Fortnite came along and was like, "Yeah, fuck all that shit. We're just going to do a battle pass, right? This battle pass, you pay one time, you get all the exclusive stuff or skins or whatever. You pay for that, and we're going to actually release the game for free. So they completely changed the landscape of how video games work, where we went from paying, well, you still pay this for some games, but we went from paying like, oh, $50 or $60 for a game, and then expansion passes to the game's free. Buy this battle pass. You can choose to buy it or not, but if you buy it, it supports the game. You get all this cool stuff. For a period that worked. But then games just took that and was like, oh, this is another avenue to making more money. So then they did full game price, and they're going to sell you expansions. And if you want these exclusive skins, they're on a battle pass. And we're going to also, on top of doing all of that, we're going to sell skins that are limited time only. And if you don't buy them, you'll never be able to get them again. So yeah, when you add up all those microtransactions, these people per game are paying like well over like $150 on, certain games, right? And some people, like, we won't even get into gotcha games and things of that nature where people literally pour their life savings into on a broken ass pool ratio, and people go homeless off of gotcha games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Rail something. I don't even know what you call it. But these games out of the Asian market, they're kind of like gotcha games where they're called gotcha because every time you buy their box or whatever, it's a gotcha. They got your money, and now you just pretty much paid for shit. So yeah, man, these people, they will wake up and they will realize that they would rather have the model of buying a skin as an NFT, paying royalties every time they buy or sell that skin, rather than the current model that's available to them. The only reason why there is so much pushback against gamers and NFTs is because they don't have much to go off of. All they see are games that cost thousands of dollars just to play, for a game that to them looks way more boring than a AAA title game that they can buy for $60, let's say, right? So the way that we get from point A to point B is we need to bring the same gaming experience to gamers through NFTs that are not expensive, and that's what I think Dot Swoosh is going to do. That's what I think EA Games is going to try to incorporate. So we'll just see how this goes. But yeah.
I got so many questions from that. That was a hellified take, bro. Somebody clap it up for that, because I got so many questions. Thank you for that. Thank you. But no, it's a first of all, the loot box point, because I know a lot of games did that, and I know a lot of people, like you just said, it was messed up, but I've seen people talk about how they enjoyed that experience because it gave them opportunity to basically be a Dejin for the game and try to get exactly what they were looking for from pulling these loot boxes. And it was, I know the homie Min always has IRL like loot box pullings when he's pulling out his cards for certain hard to get gaming cards and stuff like that. So I wonder, is that the sentiment across the board? Is like loot box, ew, or is it like, yo, this is a good opportunity to pull something great? If you put like an NFT in there, something legendary in there that you could actually own, because some of the NFT games that I saw integrating their actual digital collectible IP into the game utilize that loot box system. So that's the question: is it?
Loot boxes, in my opinion, are fine as long as you have because, like, for instance, blockchain, we can check to make sure a box is actually randomized, right? What was happening in the beginning with loot boxes is you had certain game development studios that would monitor the pattern of gamers, which is put them in a like this shit gets really deep. If you go look at Activision and see what they do. So with Activision, this is what they do. It's very predatory. This is why people kind of don't like loot boxes. So if Activision, if you download Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 right now, they're going to put you in a bunch of games where you are the only person without a skin, and the majority of the people around you are going to have a skin. There's a pattern for what I'm explaining right now, and they got approved, and Activision does this. So you're going to be thrown into games where you're going to see a bunch of people killing you with really cool guns, really cool animation. You're the only person without a cool skin. So then what's going to happen is you're then going to go buy a skin. And what happens in the background is the background, it says, okay, this person bought his first skin. So then what it does is it takes your MR, which is your skill rating. It puts you in a game where nobody else has a good skin, and they're way below your skill level. So when you buy that skin and you immediately play your next game, you automatically have a great experience because your next like 5 games, you're killing everybody. Nobody has a cool skin except for you. Now you take that predatory background that game companies do to make you want to buy more, and then you add in a loot box scenario where to get those cool skins is not like the mint vials, right? Where pretty much every artifact is a cool, like every clone is cool, right? But what if I said that 95% of your pools or 99% of your pools are humans, and that last 1% is broken down into the other 7 DNAs, right? So then you're constantly just pouring in money and you're just trying to get something good, and rarely anybody gets something good. That's why gamers like the direct purchase. So yeah, man, it's a debate back and forth. I'm just giving my opinion and how they take the action of you spending thousands of dollars and then you finally get the good skin, and then the game makes sure you have a really great experience. You do things like that, it does something to somebody's mind where it's like, oh, in order to feel good at this game, I need to continue to spend a bunch of money. So it's kind of, you got to be careful with stuff, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, it's an excellent business strategy, if I do say so myself. Another question was, I just saw, I think Microsoft got approved to purchase Epic
Yeah,
Games.
they're 99% of the way there. They still have one more appeal to get through. But yeah, they're going to be buying them.
So that's if Epic is pro NFT and
Yes,
Microsoft is
sir.
picking up Epic, you already
Yes, sir.
know where that's going. So this is the
It's a matter of time with this stuff,
it's
man.
the leeway.
Microsoft is is already putting avatars into their teams and all of their office softwares, right? So it's
They gonna hit us with a
yeah,
curveball, Joe, and we
it's
gonna
already
be
well
looking crazy
underway.
unless we stay strong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the game. That's how
Hey,
it
I love
works.
this topic, by the way. I love this
Nah,
topic,
Shadow
by the
is
way.
super cooking. I'm enjoying every minute of this for
Where
real. But this is I'm putting the pieces together, right? If Microsoft is acquiring Epic, Epic is pro NFT
Yep.
slash digital collectible. That means it's just crossing or building the bridge to be able to integrate these worlds together. So, what is it that is? Do we all right? So take this to the land that I love. Do we know any Epic slash EA games that are out? Or
Not it, but we got Dot
that's what I'm
Swoosh.
saying.
And guess
That's
what?
what I'm saying.
Dot Swoosh games that are partnered with EA, they will be, if it's PC and not just mobile related, they will be available on, they'll probably be an exclusive title because it can't go on Steam because Steam doesn't like NFTs. So it'll be an exclusive title on Epic Game Store launching. But
That's what
yeah.
I was looking to put together. That's the puzzle piece that I was laying down to increase the visibility of the full picture I'm speaking about. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's a new day. Honestly, I think that's going to be the meta that drives the next bull market. Is this type of understanding that creates utilization for digital collectibles in gaming? That's going to be whoever comes out with the NFT project that allows you to have that utilization from ownership. That's what it's going to be stupid nasty. We're going to see Bored Apes or whoever doing crazy stuff on video games that's with a hype developer and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's crazy. Chicana, what's crack? I like it. And how are you? Been a long time. No see. How are you?
What's up? What's up? Yeah, no, I just wanted to come up and kind of add to the conversation. Yeah, just talk about like loot boxes as well. Like loot boxes aren't for video games. They're not illegal in the U.S., but they're illegal. Like there were just legislation passed like in the 2010s. And let's see, in the Netherlands, in Austria, UK, Japan, and China. So yeah, so just a lot of them were kind of just linked to gambling, but they're not illegal all over the world. So that was just one thing I wanted to add. And then just looking at other gaming studios that are developing blockchain games, I want to say that Sega is developing something with a Japanese gaming company called Double Jump. And then Ubisoft has released a trailer for their, I think it's called Champions Gate or Champions something, where that's also going to be on chain. It's like a PvP, like fighting game that they're doing. And then Bandai Namco is another. They usually make a bunch of toys, and they are also releasing something blockchain gaming, and they're doing a lot on the. It's called the Oasis blockchain, which is again based out of Japan. So it'll be interesting to see what those studios release and how they're able to market, to their traditional gamers, or if they even market these games to their traditional gamers. So I just want to add that.
Baron is killing it with the sound effects today. I appreciate you, bro. But no, that's mad interesting. One thing that I learned that I didn't really know much about before I went to Tokyo was the homie Merrill took me to the arcade over there, and they have these games where you buy these trading cards and you place them down on the actual game screen, and it integrates the character from that trading card into the game, and you can use that character and build up that character to receive other trading cards, bigger, better characters, or you can lose that character and that trading card be obsolete. So that shit was crazy fire too. And maybe it was part of like the loot box equation because you would get more characters or level ups or whatever based off of the type of performance you had during the video game. So yeah, all of this video game talk is stupid, crazy, nasty, filthy dope. Hemi, you still there? Or your hands up, just chilling. I thought so. Shadow, what's good, bro?
Nah, I gotta.
No, it's every day. Every day.
Every time I keep getting caught up, my boss is around. But I just want to quick say, yeah, come through. Today birthday,
Can
dude.
everybody hear
Yeah,
Hemi, or
that's
am
all
I?
I want to say.
Bro,
He's really quiet, but
I'm
you
tripping.
can kind of hear him.
Timothy. He's in his headphones on the construction site.
I think while we're taking a pause here, just want to take a minute and say happy birthday, Compound. Big shout out to you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Tevy. Thank you, bro. We out here. Bad take on the birthday. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually
Yeah, bro.
surprised to see you still hosting the space. I'm like, man, my man should take a day off. Go do some compound things. Blow I don't know, blow an engine somewhere in the desert somewhere. I don't know, something. But
Here's the thing. I don't have any in real life friends anymore. You guys are what I got, baby. And I'm going to cherish these friendships right here on the
we'll
internet.
take it.
Hey, man, let's talk about that, bro. Let's talk about that, bro. Because I'm going to tell you right now, bro, other than family members, and I'm lucky enough to have multiple male cousins, I come from big families. My wife comes from a family of 8. And I have a lot of aunts and uncles because my mom comes from a family of 8, which then leads me to have a lot of cousins on my side, even though I only have 2 sisters. Man, other than family members like brother-in-law and cousins, I don't really interact with day to day like quote unquote friends anymore. And the reason why is because everything I do is online. Everything I do, work is online, play is online, hobby is online. And it kind of just really what kind of happened is, a lot of my friends were into sports. I wasn't really that much into sports. And just over time, the hangouts get more and more spread out. And then you just kind of get to this point. And I just feel like that's just a part of growing up, man. And I know I just hit 30. I know you're 32 today, Compound. But yeah, I think this new Web3 space stuff, man, it's showing that you can have worthwhile friendships online, man, and meet up IRL at events and stuff. That's the new wave, in my opinion, bro.
That's the truth.
But
That's
yeah,
the same thing here. I don't really have IRL homies either. I hang out with my wife and my kids when I'm out here. But then all of the homies that I had that I hung out with across the nation, and they're not into these things that I'm into either. So it was causing a natural separation from us in our friendship, even when I was around them when I lived out there. So I agree with everything you just said, man. This is the next wave. We are the friends of the future. So you better enjoy this shit and love my friendship.
When I said it, Shauna was in the other room and she goes, "Hey." And then she came out and she goes, I guess I'm not your friend then. I said, no, you're my future wife. Um, honestly, I think I do have some IRL friends, but they're on different paths doing it with different goals. I still go to the festivals and like hang out with them and stuff, but it's not we're not hanging every day, right? Like I'm learning more here and I'm learning more from some of the people that I've met on Twitter and than I am with some of the IRL friends that I was spending a lot of time with. So I choose to spend my time, with my family and the people that are bringing the most value to my life, and that doesn't mean it has to be IRL at all times, right? Because people can add value to your life whether it's in real life or not.
I mean, I guess I'll add, for me, it's a mix. Because I would say for the past, I don't know, since the pandemic, of course, it was, just, yeah, everything was online, Twitter Spaces. Well, before that, what was it? Clubhouse Spaces or Clubhouse, whatever. And then I don't know, it just got hard because a lot of the rooms can get toxic too, or at least if you're having like if it's a bear market or something's happening within the space, I don't know, it just becomes too much and you kind of need a break. And so it made me focus more on you need to have a better mixture of you need to be able to take a break from Twitter and go see people like in real life. And so I would say I do have that circle now, but it's still really small because I do live away from my family. But yeah, it's still trying to develop that, that circle outside. But yes, they don't care. They don't understand. They know I'm into NFTs. Yeah, but they don't understand it. I mean, it was funny. What did I wear? I think I had my clone. I have a backpack with my clone on it, and I took it to Bible study like one day because I was coming from like a cafe or whatever. And, like one of the girls said, "Is that your avatar?" And it kind of caught me off guard. And I was like, yeah, it's my digital identity, and there would have been no point for me to go into like clones or not. There would have been literally no point, but yeah, but they notice. And sometimes I'll wear like the, NFT shoes or the artifact shoes or just different things and tell them what it is. But they'll be like, "Oh, that's cool." But yeah, they really don't understand. But yeah, it's been good to kind of have that mixture though.
Yeah, it's actually almost too it's so separate. Even if I have like start a conversation, they start looking at me like I'm like crazy. Like, yeah, bro, you're speaking gibberish right now. Um, I mean, even Shauna, she's even into NFTs and has clones and Mutant Ape and like she's in it. But then I start talking about this space, she just looks at me like I'm crazy. So it's just different interests, man, and it's all right. Jiro, my dude.
Yo, happy birthday. I didn't know if they were running one of those, oh, it's this person's birthday every day for forever things. Cause like, yo, I went and I said happy birthday to somebody the other day and they're like, "You fucking asshole. It's not my birthday." And I was like, "Dang. This is really where we're at." We went back to high school. Um I enjoyed high school uh cuz I finished early and I went to do other things in life. Um and I almost feel like my time is coming in other than bad take, my time is coming where I'm just like I spend most of the day doing like IRL stuff. I went golfing. That sucked. I didn't get that golf hat, Baron. But I did go golfing. It was fun. It was just hilarious to see me as the only sober person during a fucking 9 hole session, but I wish I was able to go and see Compound for his birthday. That would have been way more fun than going golfing.
Appreciate you, bro. I don't know how I thought golf like you had to drink if you were golfing. I thought it was a requirement to
Bro,
go
I,
on.
I
So
had to bring liquid death and pretend like it was alcohol because my buddies are so ridiculous. Like, one of them's like, "Yo, you got skinnier. What the fuck?" I was like, "Bro, chill out, man. It's not, still trying to lose the rest of the weight. We're getting there." But, yeah. How has the birthday been so far, though, bro?
Dude, it's been good. I actually have just been at the house. Me and Shaw have been hanging out. We did. She brought me home like some gifts, and then she had to go to bed. And I've been working on multiple. Still working on that MacBook. Finally have that operating system rebuilt. I've been fixing this other computer I got. We finished the second coat of epoxy, so just waiting on that to dry. Ordered some Prime Day deals. You know what I'm saying? I got a giant Murakami flower rug coming for the office. I got a It's gonna be dope. I got new monitor, got a couple other things coming. So just kind of planning out. That's my birthday gift to myself, bros. And Shauna helped me with it. Was painting the epoxy floor and getting this office done so that I have like space to, then I'm telling myself, then I can get my creative juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? If I have the space, then I'll get creative.
Bro, that's actually very accurate. Like today, I did yeah, I, I don't know. These people don't understand, but yeah, I did the reveal for the Azuki Bean thing that I bought for 2 ETH, right? I got something worth 3 ETH, so I guess like the Ponzi continues or whatever people say about NFTs. Um, so like, bro, I'm telling you, the space is so important because like it does add like I can tell that you're kind of like me. You like things a certain way all the time, and if it's not that certain way, you're not doing shit, and nobody can tell you what to do. So I feel like you having a space that clears your mind and like makes it easy for you to focus and everything is lined up that you like is perfect. The only thing you should get is a Rimowa bag for the background of your videos. Because you know what people saw the entire time I was revealing that thing? Was that shiny ass Rimowa bag, baby, with that artifact logo in the background, baby. It's there
Facts.
forever. You can't fucking
Facts.
delete it. You can't fucking delete it. Oh my god, I love that shit.
Bro, compound. That's what we were saying, man. It's there forever, bro.
Wait, who was saying what about what? So the Rimowa bag is cost more than my whole damn setup that I just bought. The computer, the keyboards, the mouse, the monitor. It's either the Rimowa bag or I have a workstation. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was one or the other for me.
Yo, we got to
But
get better at
good.
side questing because there's something I realized that I like about the Azuki community. Like they own their alpha group. Like they have that whole like Beans Alpha or whatever. CloneX Alpha is owned by people that don't even own CloneXs. Like, bro, after learning all the stuff that I've learned, and you know what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna mention it just because I don't think this is appropriate forum for it. But like, yo, guys, if you guys are gonna do something and ask people for money, start an entity. Like, have a registered fucking business that has a business bank account. Like, let's be more serious out here, guys. Cause like, yo, people are gonna come here and they're gonna be like, oh, it's Compound's birthday, everything's awesome. And then they're gonna be like, where's your alpha group?
Yo, don't come for me for alpha. Don't, yeah, bro. Don't follow my trades. Don't do anything like that because I don't have the answers. But if you want to copy trade anybody here, copy trade Kuro. Go check his wallet. Bro sold mono top, bro sold all his airdrops at the top. He doesn't just like talk that shit on the stage. I went and checked and he sold the top of fucking everything, bro. Who You've heard him say it too, like, nope, I get an airdrop, I sell the top. He did, bro. He literally did. I seen it. I seen it on the blockchain. So copy trade Kuro. Don't ask me for alpha. I'll get you wrecked.
Bro, and the only reason I sell things at the top is because I don't understand. I I'm a very simple person. If I don't understand, I'm selling it, man. Yeah,
That's it.
it's like I got all these extra things with the remote thing. I don't like the look of the robot. It doesn't fit my personal aesthetic. It's not black. I don't want it. And it's not a lizard. I don't want it. So I sold it, bro. Like, bro, now people can't sell them. Now it's a liquid. Because now you got to hold on to those robots, man. Good luck with that one. Because I'm going to get more Animus eggs with that money. I already bought one extra Animus egg. Now I'm just going to buy a series of them in different wallets. So I'm going to go around and try and reveal every freaking one of them. Whichever one reveals a good one, I'm going to put an ENS on it. And that's going to be vault number 5.
Such a good way to like go about it. If I don't understand it, I'm selling it. Like I understand clones. I get what clones are. I understand a Ramoa bag. Like I'm putting my stuff in it and it looks good when it's in the background of my videos. I get that. I understand Animus, right? Like if you don't understand it, I'm selling it. That's bro, I'm gonna start living by that. Um,
Bro, you know how many more clones you'd have? I'm
yeah.
just saying.
No, no, I don't need you to tell me. I don't need you to tell me how many more clones I'd have if I sold the things I don't understand. Um, yeah. Anyways, Shadow, what's up, bro?
Hey, yeah. Before I get started, for all of my non-melanin friends out there, if you get a sunburn, we have found out because my wife has a sunburn right now. If you put Greek yogurt on, it will help that process go about so smoothly, and it gives a nice cool sensation. So try that out. Just wanted
That
to.
is such a random fact, but thank you for.
Hey, I'm just letting people know. I mean, look, I'm as a black man, I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But I always feel for my non-melanin brothers and sisters out there that get kissed by the sun and their body just can't handle it, man. I don't even know how that would feel, man.
I
But
got
yeah,
sunburned yesterday changing out Shauna's brakes, so I'm definitely
put,
not putting Greek yogurt on it. But I'm just letting you know that I
put
might.
Greek yogurt with no flavor, no nothing, just plain old Greek yogurt, no sugar or nothing. Apparently, people from where do this? People from Romania, they done figured it out, man. During the summer, you'll see people walking around with Greek yogurt on because they have a sunburn, and it takes care of it all. It takes care of the pain.
I'm glad you said something because I would have bought the strawberry Greek yogurt for sure.
Oh yeah,
So
don't do that.
Flavored.
Don't do that, bro. That's probably gonna make it worse. But hey, no, Kiro, man. Hey, man, I know, you have some pretty good luck with animus eggs, man. So I was gonna ask, if they come out with a different animus egg and it is not the same as the first egg and is more complex, would you sell it or would you keep it? All right, never mind.
He would sell it. He would sell it. If he doesn't understand it, he's selling it.
It's it's so simple. Why didn't I think of that?
The reason why I asked that is because my next speculation is going to be about that. If you haven't heard, I've heard Moonbirds is a favorite of some of our founders. And I was reading up on their legendary eggs and rune eggs and stone eggs, and I was like, what if the next 20,000 are still eggs, animus eggs, but they are different from the first eggs that launched, the ones that you can claim? Because it seems like if you have a legendary egg, when you're going through the reveal process, you get multiple choices. Like it'll pop up 3 choices, and whichever one you do not choose, the other 2 will be burned from the collection and they will never be able to be minted out by anybody else. So it makes every reveal basically worth it in some sense or another. So I'm going to play around with that speculation
Wait,
because
what?
that's pretty cool.
Where did you hear all this? And where did you read all this? And where did you hear about
What
Moonbirds?
did he say?
What is he
Yeah.
talking about?
What?
So Moonbirds,
I want to hear this one more time.
yeah. So Moonbirds, they have a drop or a reveal coming up. And so, I'm always on the internet looking at stuff. So they have their mythic eggs set to be revealed, featuring 3 levels of rarity: legendary, runic, and stone. Legendary eggs, they provide an artistic choice Basically, that means that you can choose between one or three different types of reveals, like what the egg ends up being, in three different types of mythics. The stone gets two choices, so they get two random choices. Sorry, the runic gets two random choices, and the stone doesn't get a choice. It just reveals on a random thing, right? Another cool thing that Moonbirds is doing, on top of this choice egg reveal, depending on the rarity of your egg, they're also doing the first, what is it? The first week, if you reveal your egg within the first week, you have a 60% chance of it pulling a legendary or a higher tier mythic skin, or a mythic NFT. They're also doing some other cool things where they're revealing or they're releasing more eggs. They're releasing like 100 more eggs a month or a week or a day. I think it's 100 eggs a day that will be available each day. There will be 100 more eggs available for purchase or something of that nature. I got to do a little bit more research, but I'm liking the different options that they're giving people. So then that got me thinking, like, what if these other 20,000 like eggs, what if they're not golden eggs like the ones that we have? What if they're like blue eggs or something else? And they I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it, but I just thought I would announce kind of like what Moonbirds is doing because it's very interesting. Oh, only 100 can be revealed a day. So I think they're selling a certain amount a day, and only a certain amount can be revealed a day. So if the maximum have been revealed for that day, everybody else has to wait till the next day. But if you don't choose, if you get a legendary egg, and let's say you get like a legendary, I don't know, like a one of one, if you don't choose that one of one is burned from the collection, and nobody else can pull it. That's pretty crazy.
I had no idea Moonbirds was coming out with a collection, and now I know. That's why I come in these spaces, man. You never know what you're gonna. You never
That
know what
must
you're.
be why it pumped.
Yeah, someone could have done a bunch of research and come in and let you know. You just saved me a ton of reading. Appreciate you, Shadow.
Oh yeah, man! I always got that random info for you guys.
Yeah, no. I've never heard of that mechanic either. It's an interesting one. 100 reveals a day. Um, yeah, that'll be interesting to see how it play out. I don't think Animus will be a different type though than Public Mint. But we don't know enough to even make that kind of assumption. So what do I fucking know what I'm talking
It kind
about?
of sounds like a cross between what GNSS did, right, with the rolling 10 choices and then limiting the number of mints per day. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Hey,
But
but Compound and everybody on stage, like let's run through that scenario. You're incubating an egg, let's say on a Lux pod, and on day two of incubating that egg, you sign in or whatever, you go to the incubation, and let's say there is 12 different DNAs that the egg can reveal, right? And let's say on day two, it gives you a choice. It says like system malfunction, pilot, whatever is needed to make changes. You get to the egg machine's kind of broken and is like, look, we can either freeze the egg and save it, we can warm it up, or we can electrify it. And those three are your quote unquote DNA choices. Now, you still don't know what type of animus you're going to get, but you have three different choices of roads to go down now, right? And maybe it shows you even possibly a silhouette or something like that. And if you don't choose the other two, well, that combination of traits, you'll just never know what it is, and it'll just be burnt from the collection. And in that case, maybe you end up with a situation where, let's say, fire type is a more common one, but nobody really ever chooses fire. They choose electricity type animus, which in a sense kind of makes fire type rare, even though it's a more common trait. Like, you can play around with that so much. So yeah, I'm gonna write the speculation about it. We're gonna see what happens.
man, I really want you to go look at a GNSS mint. That's basically what they did. And so they pioneered it. And so MGXS is one of the I don't know if I want to call him a dev or artist creators on the Artifact team that was behind that project. And he, to this day, in my mind, has the most flawless mint that I've seen to date. The best experience, bar none. That's just my opinion. But what he introduced, the mechanics he introduced, was just that you had your seed, and he generated, I forget the exact number, but I think like 16,000 something GNSS, and we didn't know which ones, which ones they would be, right? But if you had a seed, you had, when you would go for the reveal, you had 10 options, 10 that you could re-roll, pass, or accept. But you would see exactly what your GNSS would look like, your being would look like. And if you like the aesthetics, you could select it and then you would mint it. If you didn't like it, you would just pass, right? And you can pass up to 9 times. And once you get to the 10th, then you're stuck on that one and you have to mint it. So it sounds to me like people are kind of picking up some of the stuff
Well, I
that's been
like that.
done and leveraging that, right? And incorporating that into what they're doing. So I think it's interesting, right, that you're kind of mentioning that, because again, it's somebody on the team from Artifact right now created that mechanic, and for a little while they were kind of speculating that they were going to bring that into Monolith and some of the stuff that we had along the way, but it never materialized. Now, who's to say that it doesn't that doesn't get leveraged potentially into Animus? But you know, some that's what that got me thinking about. But I'm like, yeah, it's been done. It's been done.
That
Uh,
that sounds really cool,
yeah,
man.
it
I mean,
really is.
in a way that you can integrate, because we have all these clones, and I got this thing with Baron where I'm like, they have to integrate it somehow. If we did something like that, to where, let's say you don't like any of those three, maybe it can reset, or like, I really like that idea. I don't know how the two speculations can integrate, but if one of those options was always your DNA trait, if you choose to connect an egg to a clone, that would be something cool too. But if you don't connect an egg to a clone, it's just three completely random DNAs. But I like that whole, you get 9 chances. Uh, in my opinion, though, I would like for that to reset the whole incubation. Like, you get all the way to the end. These are your choices. You don't like these choices, re-roll. This is like your, fifth roll now, and you got to wait the duration of the incubation again. You can go really crazy with a lot of these combinations, man. But then, in that sense, you're turning the egg reveal into, you have a hand in the outcome, which is, I think, is an important thing to
That's
have.
exactly what the GNSS collection did. Like the collection that's existing today has been 100% curated by the community, because each individual had the option to pass or choose, and the ones that you passed up on went back into the pool until I think it was the 10,000 GNSS being were all selected. The thing is, everything that was left over, that like, just we'll never know, right? And I think more recently, and Rose can probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I think more recently they've kind of showed some of the ones that were not revealed or that were unminted, like they kind of start showing some of those, and there's some gems in there, right? But so yeah, like, so the stuff you're talking about, right? It's, again, it's been done, and the guy behind, the mastermind behind that mechanic is on the Artifact team. So a little known fact for people who don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Dylan just started
He's like,
talking
nope,
too.
I know.
nope.
Couldn't have happened at a worse time. My bad,
Just
Ilan. You know that.
fucking foot on the neck,
We
bro.
love you, Ellen. We love you.
Nah, dude, all good. Yeah, just wanted to talk on that, but also wanted to say happy birthday to Comp. It's So happy birthday, brother, man. That's fucking, another rotation, man. We go on and on. So props
Appreciate
to
you,
you.
bro.
Yeah, man. Every day above ground's a good day, right? Oh,
Yeah, hell
sheesh.
yeah, dude. I appreciate the post today too, man. You and Dre and TJ, everybody made me. I woke up, dude, feeling a little special. I was like, damn, we got notification, 100 notifications. Let's fucking go. Y'all
Nice.
ever been overwhelmed with notifications? I'm gonna catch up with them. Um, I got ADHD. It overwhelms me when I got a bunch of notifications, but I'm gonna catch up with them and thank everybody personally. I swear, because
Yeah, dude, I do
it's
do
been a
that
good
too,
day,
man.
man. It's been a good day.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love to hear it. I love this. I love this conversation too. I mean, I think that sort of a combo of what Shadow was talking about, what Tevye was talking about, like pushing it out over time, like being able to, have input in the direction of the animus, whereby after a certain amount of time, you make a particular decision. That decision, they did it with a monolith, right? It cracked, the monolith cracked, like started displaying like little cracks and so forth. So, like depending on your decision, the egg could change, and that would change the entire collection. So each egg would be going in its own sort of direction. It would, obviously increase rarity, and the next decision that you would make further on down the line, at the the next sort of event horizon would, you'd have to make another decision, and then that would make it different again. So that would be a really awesome way for them to be able to enhance engagement, maybe even tie it into some quests, and make the reveal process, super cool over a longer period of time, instead of just like throwing it in a incubation chamber and then, okay, we're going to wait another, 8 months and we'll see what happens. So like during that period of time, you're able to interact with it, you're able to make decisions about it. It changes during, in the process, and at the final outcome, you see what you get. And yeah, I mean, it's all, so many variables could go into that, from your decision to where you have it incubated, like what pod you have it incubated in. So yeah, man, I would absolutely 100% love to see any and all of that come into play. I mean, I love those dynamics. I love that engagement. I love the ability of the community to sort of come together and quest and talk about it, and hypothesize about what's coming and what everyone chose and why. I mean, it's like, that's those are really fun conversations, and it leads to a lot of sort of stickiness to not the projects. Everybody's like, what the fuck are these people talking about? Like, what is this? I need in on this. So yeah, hopefully we will see some sort of combo of all the things that were discussed. I think that'd be super fun.
Dude, you guys are got some good speculation going. But I remember a good friend of mine, Kiro, said, if you don't understand, if I don't understand it, I'm selling it. And I'm so confused with all this speculation right now that I just sold everything. That's how confused I am. Um, if y'all can explain like I'm five, that would help me out real quick. I'm playing. Rose J, what do you think?
Just give me a little time. I'm trying to put together an on cyber space to walk through Animus and what this all means. So like a couple more days.
Wait, you're putting together a on cyberspace about Animus?
Yeah,
This is
to showcase it.
great.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
in
gonna have
time
to.
for my new computer.
Yeah, so don't like. Can you rebuy what you just sold so that you can make an educated choice? But I'm
All
gonna
right, I
tap
just
into Tevi and other folks that are Animus experts. I'm just corralling resources. So the video, the streaming that we did, official content, just to plaster it into the walls and have a little bit of like a mini self-guided tour of what it is, to just help I guess onboard people, but more like to catch them up on the journey that we've been, because it is a little bit of a waiting game. But hopefully it's like an Animus hype room as well. Nothing too fancy, probably just like a loot pod with some of that decorated around, and have the egg in there, the 3D file, which is just fun to do. But then I think perhaps having a little board of just theories and speculation just plastered on the wall just to spark a little bit more interest would be really cool. I am not a gamer. I was not into Pokemon, so a lot of this for me is like intro intro to some concepts, but from somebody that has like fresh eyes and perspectives, I can tell you whether it's clear or not because I'm not in that with that background. But I think this is where everybody with different perspectives and experiences can totally pitch in to help articulate like why this next chapter is so special. And of course, Tevi, every time you talk about Genesis, like my ears burn, and then I'm like, oh, gonna pause on dinner real quick just so I can chime in to speak. But the beauty of the Genesis project, just I think the concept at large is to have the holders help with decision making that in the end affect the collection, right? So we started off with 20,000, curated down to 13,000 for Genesis, and then in the end, just shy of 10,000 were minted. But as you look at the final collection, it was all our doing and decision making in terms of taste, preference, what we thought was the best art. Some remorseful decisions that still haunt some of us today because the unborn, as we're calling them, or forgotten, were kind of shared with us just to share like the grails that were not selected because we were all FOMOing so quickly. But if Animus has some of that components too, where we can help shape and choose and select among choices, like how fabulous would that be? It's almost like Tinder, but with Animus, right? Left or right, like swipe which way, and then you'll get maybe other choices that you can choose from to kind of suit your clone or clones, as many of us here have multiple. I feel like we're trying to find companions or, animus that might be good complements to our clone, or maybe it's seeking the DNAs that we don't have, like angels. For myself, that I would like to maybe have an angel animus instead of the robot one, as something that's matching or coordinating with my clone. But of course, storytelling with powers or abilities or whatnot, like it just unlocks so much more so that we don't have just our clones to work with. So yeah, all that jazz. But yeah,
Did you
I'm
come
trying to.
across
Mhm.
the elements yet, Rose, that we picked during the progenitor quest? All the elements. We had
No.
to boot one of the elements out, and then
Oh, yeah,
everyone
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of picked
As
the
part of that
elements.
experience. Yeah, from that was from the like the live stream.
Yeah,
Is that right,
yeah,
John?
and I think Anya took a bunch of screenshots too of the elements that were available. So if you
Okay,
need that, I know
cool.
she has it because I had reached out to her because I was
Yeah. Okay, I'll reach out to her because I think
All right.
reliving some of that and how to recreate that, I think in the pod would be cool. Again, just to catch people up, like they just missed out, but by no means could they not still kind of get a peek and a preview or an overview of what we all had to go through. And it's all about anticipating the next portion of the animus.
All right, man. I'm pulling out this whiteboard, bro. I was gonna watch this video this weekend, but I guess I need to watch it tonight. Y'all already chose elements, and you kicked out some elements. What element did y'all kick out?
Hey, let me just
Dude,
say,
Shadow, we forgot to
yo,
tell them.
I've been telling
oh
Shadow for
man,
like a week to watch this video because he's speculating on Animus, but he hasn't watched
I feel
like any of the videos, so
you're
I'm
missing
sure
a
it would help.
big chunk.
Tebby,
If
weren't we
y'all
talking
are
about
already,
elements last night?
Yeah, I think so.
if y'all,
I called them essential oils,
Yeah,
and then you corrected me.
yeah, you did. You did.
oh man,
So
dude, if
funny.
y'all are already choosing elements and you have chose elements, then that further pushes the option of that there is elements involved with getting to a certain type of animus. So there's multiple different games and things of that nature where, for instance, like people make like videos about like it's kind of like a combination of what you guys are talking about, except this Genesis thing sounds amazing. But you'll have certain games where it's like, okay, you get an egg. The egg is just an egg, and then it like comes with like a random element, right? If you add another element to that, then it gives you X amount of options. And you know that if you continue on with incubation, it's going to come out as one of these five different types of animals. But if you add another element to it, you get a totally different. And it's kind of like playing with colors, right? You mix certain colors together, you get a totally different color. But this, in this case, a element is kind of like the key to unlock different groups of animus types of, let's just say, Pokemon, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes it easier to understand. In that case, if you are already are kicking out elements, right? If the egg comes with random base elements, so let's just say Animus launch and these eggs have, let's say, 6 different types of elements as its base model, right? You can then just choose to just incubate and just go on right ahead with that just base element. And then whatever it pulls from that pool of animus is just what it ends up being. But if your clone counts as a element from the DNA, if you add another element somehow, some way to the egg, then that will then change it, right? So then people can really make like guides on like, if you want a wolf, here's your best options. You want to first start off with a fire based egg. Then, to increase your chances, you want to connect a demon or reptile clone if you have one. If not, then try to grab this element. And that's going to give you a 60% chance of getting a wolf. And then, if you want the flying robot, you need to buy a base egg that's elemental, electricity. And then if you have an angel clone or a human clone and you mix those together, then you get this awesome, like, then you do things like that, right? And that's where the fun really starts to get good. So man, I'm gonna have to watch this video, bro.
Shadow. There's a unit of energy as well. Ilan was one of like he was deep. Like we had a space. I remember I called it Exodus or something, and Ilan was like the top speculator. He was going in. But there's a unit of energy called ether, AETHER, right, Ellen? Am I on track there? So it's a unit of energy that is already been teased. So not only is there elements, there's that energy source. So
That's what
go watch that
that's what
video. You're
powers
gonna
the
you
space pods, the ships.
yeah.
That's what powers them.
So
I
you
will
get
not
there's
be surprised if we wake up one day and before we get to Animus, there is either an airdrop or something like that where it's just a bunch of elements. And if I see that, I am going ham on elements because that is what I'm thinking at this point. I'm like, what if they gave you something or there was an option to then add to the egg? And then you're mixing and matching like you're cooking, right? You're cooking up the perfect opportunity to get to the animus type that you want. And if they mix in DNA with element bases and an element type on the egg, and they come out with animus with like 36 different types of DNAs, talk about a revolutionary project with multiple different outcomes and traits. That's so much fun that you can see people just buying an egg just to go on that journey again, just to see what they can get. And then you can find yourself in a situation where you'll have many different types of animus where there's only a few that's been found. Because if any of y'all have ever done, I'm a Harry Potter fan, me and my wife are. If you go and do the Pottermore thing, right? You have to answer a bunch of different questions, and then there's to get your Patronus, right? Which is like the little spirit thing that stops the. I'm not going to get into it. Is a Patronus is something that you have to choose multiple different options. There are some Patronuses like the Dragon Patronus, the Lion Patronus. Those are some of the most rare Patronuses that you can have. And they're soul bound to your Harry Potter Pottermore account. You only get one chance to do this. There's only one path to get a dragon. And it all depends on luck. You have to choose the certain words. If you get sword, salt, cloud, like it's all up to the system, but choosing these things gets you to the path of a dragon. But in some cases, you'll get halfway through and then they don't give you the next option. That's just kind of how that's the luck of the draw, right? But then you'll get options like you can get an eagle or you'll get like a snake. Like, so if they do something similar like that, where you have an animus egg and there's multiple different options or choices to add onto it to get to a certain path of a type of group of animus, you could really start adding a lot of entertainment and just fun value to this project other than just clicking a button and just revealing.
Yeah, dude, I love Harry Potter. Legolas, my favorite character from that series.
Okay.
Yeah, Shadow. I think you need to I think you need to watch the quests and the video around that. I think it's gonna be
Where's the best place to watch it at? Sorry.
it's on Twitch. I think it's recorded.
Artifact Studios on Twitch.
Yep.
It should be in there like the recent streams. It was interactive, man. I was out of town and I couldn't actually participate, but the community chose like whatever you put in the chat, you actually chose. It actually affected what was on screen.
It was
So a lot
epic.
of shit happened.
It was pretty epic. I woke up. It was Sunday morning. I woke up. I was super excited. My wife was making fun of me because I was like a little kid, on Christmas Day, ready to take on the quests, just on my laptop, entering little passcodes and things, and wasn't right, but it was fun. I was right there with everybody else, and it was amazing. So
Uh, why does this Artifact Studio have on their schedule on July 12th Egg Experience Live and then Egg Experience Live Test? Is this supposed to be? No. What the heck is this?
Experience.
It says Egg Experience Live Test July 12th,
what year
Did
though?
Shadow just find some alpha?
2023.
Bro, he cranked that
July
like
2000.
a Jose Canseco
What?
juice the ball. He just cranked that out of the park, bro. That was super alpha right there.
Oh, because yeah, it says Experience Test. It's tomorrow. Hopefully, this is just a placeholder. No, because there's nothing on the rest of the calendar.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Shake said no, they put that on the schedule. So I guess that's supposed to be up there. I guess that's the thing.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, there's that. So that's cool.
It looks like it's every day, like it's going for weeks. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Oh, okay. I was about because I don't see it on the 20th or anything. So that's why I was like, what the heck? Oh, wait, now it's changing. What did I just do?
I don't see
Oh,
the
I see it now. I see how this calendar works. So yeah, every single day is Egg Experience Test. So if you don't think they're building, no, I'm just playing. It's probably just a loop. I just saw that. I was like, yo, what the hell?
yeah. Is the replay of it on YouTube? Maybe I'm not seeing it on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either. That's why I was clicking everywhere. I'll find it. I mean, it's all good if nobody knows.
No, I think I'm gonna message Cass. I know he knows.
I was about to say, if that was
Or
true,
Prez might have it recorded, honestly.
can you imagine if there's an Egg Experience live tomorrow?
Nah, there's no way there is because they would have told us about it. Like that would be like super sus if somebody drops a link and be like, "Hey, Egg Experience tomorrow. Log in, click this link."
Click this link, connect your Gold Wallet. The first 300 people will get an egg. Yeah, you're right. No, they
Oh,
wouldn't.
bro, whatever happened to that?
I don't know, man. That guy got away with
Oh
like
man,
$1 million.
he made like
Web
$1
three.
million in NFTs. Yeah.
Yeah, he washed all of those NFT, all that ETH too. He sold them like he didn't even care, he or she, he didn't even care who it was or what it was he was selling. He was selling grails like barely above floor on every single project that he drained from people, and then he was like sending that ETH out to get washed on like I guess some kind of I don't know, an exchange or something or a swap. It sucked, bro.
Yo, can you help me for a second? So what does that mean? The guy washed does that mean like if somebody looks at the wallet now that they won't be able to see that the genesis of all that ETH was him stealing NFTs. Like it'll just look like the ETH just appeared in the wallet as a lump sum clean.
Well, there's different ways that people consider washing, and so my friend Kelby, right? He doesn't like the IRS. He doesn't like dealing with that stuff, so he likes to skirt the line on stuff he probably shouldn't. But he'll buy like Visa gift cards, or he just doesn't like cash out. He cashes out in a very weird non KYC. Nobody gets to know who I am way, and that's just because he's made a lot of money in crypto and he's doing fishy shit. But when I was listening to spaces and people saying that whoever the guy was, he was washing ETH, that's what I'm assuming you're doing it. That's what I'm assuming you're doing. You're going to some
No, you're
place.
using a mixer. They're using like a mixer service. So like
Yep.
a goodness, like Tornado Cash.
Tornado.
There are different types of mixers, and so when you use a mixer, it spits out coins from different people, like on different, so it obfuscates, it kind of hides the origin of where you got the tokens from. And then they may also kind of switch what kind of tokens they're using, and then they would try to off ramp that to an exchange, probably some obscure exchange that doesn't have like KYC. That's typically how they.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, man, it just sucks. The whole situation sucks, and that's why people keep calling us scams, because things like that keep happening. And it's so funny how everybody says NFTs are dead, but then like a month later they'll talk about how millions of dollars got extracted from the NFT. But it's like I thought we were dead though, so I guess we're not dead.
What up, Tabby?
Yeah, I get something interesting to play for you guys, so just take a listen.
Harlan, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm so sad that you're a busy person and you have real life stuff to do. I could keep you here forever. And there's so many things that we want to dig into. So please, can you just promise that you will come and do this again with us?
I mean, I'm technically not supposed to promise anything, but yeah, I'll definitely go back. I guess one little thing I can leave with is, since I'm sure it's like a lot of people are asking about, and I'm really actually surprised and happy that everyone kind of kept it all just on art. So one of the biggest questions that I've been getting at is like, what do pods do? And I can't really like reveal or say much of that, but it's like I can give you a couple of sentences about them and see how it goes. So let me see how I say this in a way where I'm good. So okay, yeah, I could. Okay, so pods equipped with an incubation module can help improve how you take care of your eggs. And if you become involved in your animate's growth, better pods will bring you. Let me try to say this. Yeah, better pods will bring better, and sometimes, do I say, stranger developments. So that's probably like the most I can say about that. When the team is ready to share more details about that, they will, and most likely will be coming from like our official channels.
That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Cool.
Hey, I gotta process that for like 5 minutes. So hold up.
Yeah, I love when Shadow's speculating, but like it's hard to catch up on all that shit, Tevi. Like the little spaces where some things were mentioned, or the random Twitch streams. It's hard to like catch up to it if you missed it. So every time he hears some kind of new alpha, I just love that he goes, shit, I gotta rethink everything I fucking was thinking about. Shit just got even crazier. I just rely.
Dude, every night, I just can't wait to just jam his gearbox with some different clips.
It's funny
Like,
we all
all right, eat this, Shadow, and then have him like process it. And then the cool thing is when he processes it, it comes out right. Like it comes out just like I'd hope it taste and hear and sound and feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love letting him cook.
Shadow, I don't know where you came from, but I like you. I like the shadows.
Hey man, all I'm gonna say, man, is Bro, we got to put more emphasis on these pods, bro. I feel like these pods are just forgotten about.
They
Hey,
are
floor
Arnie,
they
price
are
floor
not
price went
absurd
up right
cheap right now because people
not
have no
buying.
idea. They don't understand what they do. They can't see too far past and imagine what could be, right? So they drop them on the floor, which is
Secure
again,
them.
yeah,
Go secure them, man.
but that's good, right?
There's only so many.
He made a bag on it, but like for everybody new coming in, this is what I keep telling people, like if you're new coming in and you are here because you're looking out, long term, everything right now is, quote unquote affordable. Like none of this stuff is cheap, right? Let's be honest. But it is the cheapest it has ever been, and everything does serve a purpose, right? So yeah, no, that little tidbit of information. That's why I'm like, when pods were dropping, and I'm like, yeah, let me scoop some, let me create my exopod, and I'm gonna hold on to that bad boy because I definitely can get a Lux pod, but the exo, that's gonna be you're you're gonna want that at some point when they introduce this stuff, and the fact that they run on Aether, which is all over the place in the trailers, in the shoes, in the in the pods. It's the energy that was within the quest. It's just a repeating pattern. So
Could that come out of X?
it could. I mean, it's coming from a it's a box from a time lost in space or something like that. Which, you know, uh, how they link all that
That's
up
some
is going to be really really interesting. And I know that people get tired of waiting, including myself. But when every time I get to that point where I'm like, man, it's taking forever, I just go back to these little clips or the little, nuggets of wisdom and knowledge they dropped along the way, and it makes it better. I'm just like, yeah, it's gonna be worth it.
yeah, and dude, that whole if you take care of your egg longer and all that whole spill, that to me sounds like it's not just going to be a time lock. You're going to have opportunities to interact with this egg. And it sounds to me like if you interact and take care of your egg, like there's some games where
Move to
the
earn,
better
baby.
you take
Move to earn.
yeah, the better you take care of your egg, the more sunlight you give it, and the more you make sure the conditions of the egg are perfect, the perfect temperature. Like, the better you take care of your egg, the stronger, like, quote unquote, the Pokemon, or the better the rarity comes out. And it sounds like if you do it right for a long period of time, you can end up coming out with something very weird, which the first thing my brain thought of was Alien or Murakami. So I don't know. I still will say this though. That is good to hear out loud. I guess I've been listening to a totally different one because I thought I've heard what y'all were talking about when y'all were like, did y'all catch that small bit at the end about space pods? I was listening to a totally different podcast. That sounded like a space. But I would say this. Um, those like the outcome that sounds good and that's good to know. I still want DNAs with clones to be mixed in somehow, some way.
Yeah, we want that. We need that. We need that. That's. I just don't know if it's going to happen upon reveal. I think it's part of like, maybe it is. It'd be great. I like how you say like you plug your clone in and it helps increase your odds in the reveal. Which then, if I'm a person that doesn't own a clone, I can still stack eggs and reveal them. I just have slightly different odds.
Yeah, maybe if you don't own a clone, you can still get a ship and put that egg in the ship, but you can't. If you, okay, let's be honest. If these avatars, these clones are supposed to be the avatars, right? Then you need an avatar to interact with the egg. So that second part of if you take care of your egg and do certain things interacting with it, like that's why my whole speculation at first was like creating a bond with the egg, right? Because there's the whole animal kingdom thing where like, baby chicks or whatever, first thing that happens is they bond when either they're hatching out of the egg or due to like temperature, or I don't even know how that stuff works, but there's a bonding in the animal kingdom like from that type of stuff too.
Let me
So
throw this little wrench in there for you, Shadow. The like, you guys have been talking a ton about clones being connected with the eggs, right? There's only two ships that have both the incubation chamber and the hibernation chamber together. And that's the exopod and that's the lux pod. So if you were going to introduce some mechanic where you could do that, and it was based on the spaceships, right, to bring value to them, versus just connecting on a website somewhere, you would do it through. That's why you would want the exopod and the lux pod, because both your clone and egg can be in there at the same time. And so if you're transferring DNA or whatever it is, that would make sense. The other thing to also think about is all these little side quests, right? Like the Remora bots. While you're incubating, you need their helpers. Like that's what they do. They're little helpers. So they have a vial in their back. And now with the newest ones that were released, we have different color vials with different. They're not called elements, but it's like I forget what they're called exactly. But confidence, vision, explore, all that stuff. The different things that play into that. So there's the thing is there's so many different ways they could link and connect, disconnect, mix up different elements, different features that have been dropped all along the way that, again, based on what Yarlin was saying, there's like, and even like what's in the FAQs, Animus is not, rarity in Animus is going to be on a completely, well, maybe not completely, but it's going to be different from what we've experienced before and how it's been done. Right. So there is value in these side quests, and I think, and in the main quests, but I think this is where all that stuff comes together, and having uh, either different clones, different DNAs, or different side quests may play into the outcome. And I think that's where, unless you have some of these pieces, you might not be able to get certain type. I mean, let's say you might get a wolf, right? But you might not get the wolf with, the red eye and red tail or whatever, right? Which then adds
You
X,
don't
Y, and
get
Z
the
feature.
wolf. You don't get the wolf that didn't grow that grew up in the Lux pod. This guy just looks different.
Yeah. I mean, he grew up differently, right? So he has different
Yeah, he
features.
did. Yeah, that's why he has that fancy zipper jacket.
There you go.
all I'm saying is that I want to have so many different options available to basically be like a chemist with this animus stuff. And I want to be able to use my DNA. I want to be able to use ether. I want to be able to use all these different elements and a Lux pod, or, any type of space pod. Like, I want to do all of that. I mean, that is because when you do that, that's gamification. Instead of you just buying a bunch of eggs, clicking a button, you just get lucky, you actually have to put in like the work, right? So that way, and the reason why I say that is because if someone who just can only get an egg, right? And I think there'll probably be a free version of an incubator, so that way they could, still participate somehow, some way. But, a lot of people, they say like, oh, I can't get a clone, or I can't get this and that. I still want them to have the option to be able to interact as much as they can at their budget with their egg, right? So maybe it doesn't give them like a 60% chance of a wolf, but it'll give them better than like a, 10% chance, right? Maybe they can choose certain options or add an element or something like that. I foresee a future where if you give people a lot of options to mix and match with these eggs, then I guarantee you'll start seeing a scenario where people will want definitely the full 20,000 eggs more, because that's just more options to unlock more different types of animus, right? So yeah. Hyped up, man. I'm going to be having to put some more money aside to get some more eggs.
Y'all are
I'm
cooking.
too hyped, comp.
Y'all are cooking. What's up, Leviathan?
Yo, what's good, fam?
How you doing?
I'm good, fam. I barely had to join the space. Also, it's your birthday, right, bro? Wish you a happy birthday.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Wish you well,
Any
bro.
yeah,
Wish you the best, really.
appreciate you, bro. We've been having a good day. Had a good space with all the homies.
That's what's up.
I'm just
That's what's up.
getting some shit set up at the house. My brother's bringing home some dinner, so I'll be in the space early. Spend some time with the family here soon.
Absolutely, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted you to come up. I want to say what's up to you. Beforehand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you got a space on Wednesday, right? Or tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or is it Wednesday your time?
Yeah. I got a
Is it
space.
Twitter space or what's going on?
So I'm gonna go live on Cyber, tomorrow, and I'll be hosting the giveaway we posted on CloneX Greece, and trying to bring some more people in the ecosystem, right? And yeah, basically gonna be talking about some other artifact stuff as always. Gonna be talking about some of the potential drops I'm doing soon, right? And yeah, just NFT stuff as always. Anyone here is free to welcome and can still participate in the giveaway. We're giving away like 5 artifact football jerseys for your clones to be ready when inventory comes out. Been a big advocate of that. But yeah, that's what's up.
So it's in on Cyber.
Yeah.
What time is it? Are you got links? Are you gonna post it?
Yeah.
Because I missed the last one. I want to make this one.
Yeah, for sure. So it's gonna be on 10 a.m. PST, right? So basically, in around 15 hours from now, pretty much, or 14, right? Yeah, 10 a.m. PST. I'll be posting the links like way earlier this time, so people can have some time to prepare, to join up, and we might be doing a small Twitter space before that too, just to get people ready for it. You feel me?
Bro, you definitely need to get the post up now. I'm up by 10 a.m. I wake up about 9:58, so I'm gonna be awake about 9:58. But get the post out now so that we can set reminders and then share it in the chats. I want to pull up to an on cyber.
Absolutely.
I want to pull up to an on cyber event. Give me any excuse to use my new computer. All y'all, he's POV. He knows what I'm saying. Give me an excuse,
Yeah, we'll
POV.
come.
I'm downloading Squad right now. What about that?
Yeah, let's get set up. We'll go in.
You know
I
what I'm
definitely
saying,
want to come
Baron?
see you play, Leviant.
What's up, bro?
I can't wait for tomorrow, my guy.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Gonna be a good time. Also, gonna be hosting that giveaway I announced last week for CloneX Greece, and yeah, I love on Cyber too. With hanging in with the VRMs, I got my custom space. It will be on oncyber.com/Levianth, with small letters. Yeah. I appreciate you all. If anybody slides through, I got my respect for anyone, for real.
Yeah, bro. How's CloneX Greece going? Who you got over there? You're running. Are you spearheading that?
Sorry, bro, I didn't catch that.
Are you spearheading CloneX Greece? Are you? Did you start it over there?
Yeah. I started it out here, and I'm having a group made with. I just know that I just know 3 or 4 clones out here in Greece. To be honest, not that many. But I'm trying to build it out. I'm trying to reach out to other Greek NFT homies, and just give them some artifact stuff so they can join the ecosystem. You feel me? Yeah, and build it out.
One of the dopest things that could be is if you had your your list of 5 things that you would do if you came to visit Greece, and that would be like my go-to thing if I was like a clone hit me up. It's like, here's the CloneX Greece thing that we think you guys should be doing. And I was always thinking the groups should have that. I'm sure Merrill has his own list of things he takes people to do, and but if you guys are looking for something to how can we build this group? Just being that because to Greece, everybody travels through there. There's gonna be I know so many clones that have been there since between when we got here to now, and that's just a cool idea that came to my mind. If you guys are looking for anything,
No.
and
Yeah.
personally and selfishly, I want to know when I come to Greece that you've got an itinerary for me. So I'm just preparing you.
No, for sure, for sure. I already had some things planned for some people that reached out actually. So yeah, once we fully, we just 10 days old at this point, but once I get some more people in, I can add everyone in the Twitter group slowly that joins out. And yeah, there were some people that reached out to the page too, and they were like, "Check me out! I'm in Greece with my Remova bag, right?" And that was hella dope. Uh, yeah.
I love that we have clones all over the fucking
Yeah,
world.
dude, it's gonna be like you're gonna have be able to travel the world and have a clones spot in each place. It's like, yeah, here's how you rep clones in Greece. You stop to these places. You don't say anything other than clone or whatever the code word is, and yeah, this is a fucking way to get down here. It's awesome.
Maybe people should register entities outside of using the CloneX name and have the event as a CloneX sponsored event. So there is some sort of, you could get sponsored by Artifact and they'd be able to be like, okay, let's see your accounting for the business. Because, right now I think they're going to be super cautious with how they distribute funds because nothing that any of us did that are here right now, but things that have happened that aren't exactly the best.
I know for the CloneX LA, you got to have an entity there's an entity that was and I think that's pretty standard for them. You got to have an entity. They can't just be sending money to some personal bank account. It don't look good on the booking. What's up, Shadow?
Hell no, bro. Bruh. Y'all left out so much details, bro.
Whoa. What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm watching. Somebody sent me the link. Dora sent me the link to this video. First of all, elements are 100% incorporated with eggs. Second of all, you guys chose the name of 5 elements. It's light order. What was the first one? Metal. It gave you a description of the metal. It says these elements are not named, and then it allowed the whole community to name the elements. I'll be damned if elements are not in these eggs in some way, shape, or form. And also, this whole scenario thing that y'all are using Twitter Space to use, all the Twitter Space is just taking the average name that people are putting in as a command, and that is inputting that command into this or digital game or experience that they created. I'm willing to bet this you're going to be walking through a similar experience during the whole egg incubation. You're going to be choosing different elements to infuse into the egg. And if you have the egg on the incubation station, it's going to increase your. Bro, let me get through this whole video, bro. Y'all left out a lot of details.
Our bad.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest,
I
Shadow.
don't
A
know.
lot of that stuff I didn't even truly know about. I'm like, I gotta keep it 100,000, 10%, $150 with you. I didn't even know they gave us opportunity to name. Like, no idea.
Yeah, man. Like, see, this is why you go on the quests. This is why you go back if you can't go on the quest and you watch stuff. This is why you do research. This is why your conviction cannot be shaken when you have all the information. When people are like, "Oh, I'm out, floor it," blah, blah, I'm like, "Man, thank you. Move on. Let me get what I need to get at a lower price." This is why. When you understand all this stuff, you're not worried, right? So, but like, I mean, I know Dre, like you're here forever, right? So it's like not even worried about that. But
Forever.
but that's why it's like every time I see people like lose their stuff, they lose their mind and they floor it and they just can't. I'm like, man, you must not have been paying attention to everything that's happening, and that's been. It's like, yes, it is taking long. Yes, there's been delays and all these things, but what is being created here is on a whole different level. So, anyways, that's just. I think it's
Yeah.
funny, but
Yeah,
I'm glad.
unless
I'm glad you're catching up, Shadow. I'm glad you're catching up.
Yeah, I'm only 5 minutes into this 22-minute experience, so I can't wait to see what the other 15 minutes is. But just the fact that you guys got to choose the name of the elements and they pretty much just gave you a picture or a description, like it said, one of the descriptions for the element was, I choose not to go past the light or the stars or something like that. My choice is not the stars. And everybody said, "Oh, this element's name is light." And I was like, "Okay, like that's interesting." But that first one was spot on. It was like, this is actually, you know what? I'm just gonna actually go back to it because it was
Wait. This
because
is
I
a
know
journey that happened before.
This was during that
Yeah, this
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
Twitch stream.
So here
I
you
wasn't
go.
there for
Oh
that.
And then
yeah,
they took it right to the
I,
shoes, man, and their
I
bags.
missed that. I missed that
yeah.
Oh, Joe.
stream, and we was in Miami when it happened, and then we were
And by
doing
the
other
way,
stuff.
yeah, unless you're Kiro, you probably shouldn't sell anything because he's the only person that's selling it at the top. Everybody else, I feel like we will be picking back up our bags if you try to sell. But listen to this first element. This element makes the animus strong and keeps it from harm. It gives it accuracy and a sense of purpose. However, make sure the animus honor is never tarnished. And you guys chose to name this element that's the description. You guys named that metal. So that's the name of that element. So I can see, for instance, just like with the Harry Potter Pottermore, it gives you a name or a word, and you are supposed to choose the first word out of three that resonates with you. So you're going to be having like your egg on a pod, and it's going to be like day one. These are your three different options. Which one resonates with you? Do you want an animus that's strong and has a sense of purpose? Do you want an animus that doesn't shoot for the stars but choose to stay down to earth? Or do you want an animus that can carry a heavy burden, or like something like that? And you'll choose one the next day. Bro, hold on. Let me finish this video, bro. This is freaking sick.
Yeah, man, we were in Art Basel when that dropped.
That's
I
where we
was in
were, bro. I was
bed.
like,
I
why did I
was
miss
in bed. I got breakfast. I sat at my little computer, and I went through the whole thing, baby. And I went back and I watched it again. Man,
This wasn't during.
yeah. Nah, this is cool, man. Like, yeah, catch up.
Yeah,
Catch
light.
up.
You chose light. Y'all chose light for description. The stars are not my destination. That element's name is light.
We had no idea what we were doing.
110%. I had
When
no
we
idea.
had no
No
idea what
idea.
was going on, everybody was like in the Discord in the chats, like metal, 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 metal,
Yep.
and so then we
Yep.
just started hitting metal.
We didn't have we didn't have this. We didn't have Bad Take or
No,
Community or like this Central where we can come and speak about it. Honestly, when we were there, I didn't know that they were having live responses being recorded. I didn't know our choices was affecting the process. Like I was so discombobulated doing so many other things at once,
The
and we had
next
no idea what was going on.
it didn't even give you a description. It gave you a photo. It was a bunch of squares with yellow and white squares on it. And then you guys just chose to name that magic. So it was really trying to get the community to get creative with just an image or a description, and you guys were naming the element. But you know what I really want to touch on before I get past this point, because I'm going through this, taking a bunch of screenshots. Um, anime AI or Animus AI, their progenitor, this is at the very, very beginning. The progenitor doesn't believe me, but I'm convinced that elements also affect the animus personalities.
Wait.
That's
Can you
that's what the AI.
expand on this personalities part? I don't understand.
I don't
Sell it,
even
bro.
understand. I'm
So
just
I
reading
should
Sell
what
it.
I
it
be
says.
buying more Animus eggs so I
No,
can
sell
find
it. You don't
myself?
understand it. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it.
No.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna do my research this time, man. Okay,
Oh,
listen.
I mean, I'm gonna put this all in my thread this weekend. But bro, this AI thing was having a conversation with y'all, saying me and the
yeah,
progenitor, we don't always disagree, but we disagree on this fact.
wasn't
I
it controlling the music too?
Yeah, it was
It was
like,
so
well,
sick, man.
I don't know about the music. I haven't seen that
Turn the
part,
music up, man. The music is bonkers.
but yeah,
Good.
to Kiro's deal, it seems like I'm convinced the elements also affects the animus's personalities. So elements are definitely going to be a huge part of these eggs. Where are the elements at?
in the shoes.
No, where are they though?
Oh,
Where are they though?
When airdrop? No, I'm kidding. You think they're in the shoes?
go look at the
Look
CRLs.
at the description. Look
Go
at the
read the
description of
I
each
description.
shoe.
know they're in the shoes. I got so many freaking shoes. Let's go. I'm gonna have an army over here because I'm gonna have to get everybody shoot up. God, this is so sick. They took those base panels, those colors from like that video, and moved that over to the shoes. That was like because Basil was right after that. Then they rolled in that panel, and we're like, "Holy shit! Those are the same panels from the Twitch stream, but it
This
was
last
in physical form."
this last one was really easy. The last element that y'all chose, the description was in the stream, and you guys chose to name that one water. So we have water, light, magic, metal, and I'm already forgetting the fifth one. But those are the elements that have been chosen thus far. There's probably going to be other elements in another egg experience where you guys are going to be choosing. So this is my thing. I know you guys are saying y'all are in LA and things like that. I'm pretty sure those are going to be element traits. You're going to see those on OpenSea. And they gave you guys the chance to name them, whatever you wanted to name them. And this,
Shadow is schooling the hell out of us right now.
We did a good job of naming them, don't you think, Shadow?
yeah, I'm so glad y'all didn't say like poo poo brain and grass. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait. We didn't type them in. It was like a multi-choice
Yeah,
selection thing,
yeah.
right?
oh, see, I can't see that part. I can only see the chat.
Yeah.
To see the chat has a bunch of
There was
names.
like 3 or 4
Yeah,
choices
there's
listed there.
multiple clues, and then we had to pick, and then yeah, and once you did select the name, then we had to like enter it in enough times to fill up the bar to unlock, so that we could move on to the next puzzle to solve. So yeah, man.
Yeah, it was.
We were on such a roll and a high, and then we showed up to Basel and we saw the shoes, and it was even doper. And then that fucking box blew up, and I know why now. It's a gambling box. That thing was illegal.
But
Okay,
you see
it
why
had to go.
it
It
laid
had to
out the way
go.
they laid out. No. You see why they had the Trillium Lace engine come through in Monolith 2, because it goes along with the storyline and the lore of how they had everything set up. So we got the elements that we selected from in this choice situation, and then they displayed the shoes at Art Basel. Then they released the Trillium Lace engine in the Monolith 2. It seemed like it should work out as a great storyline and lore execution, but people was pissed because they used it as an investment property and was salty that their investment didn't pay out. So that's where the disconnect was.
Yeah, they don't see the value that transpired in those shoes that were being minted with that lace.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Check this out. Warning. Elemental buffer capacity exceeded. Impossible to infuse all stored elements, I'm assuming, into the egg. So you only can infuse a certain amount of elements into the egg. That's what I'm taking from it.
Yeah, man. I think
you move to earn with the shoes, and that can like insert elements into this egg. Fuck, Tevi.
Holy.
You know, this is y'all speaking my language now, man. Like, the thing is, you can sit here and like, there's so much that it's not even possible, frankly, to like try to give you every little detail. But for me, that's why I'm just chilling. Like, I'm just like, man, yeah, like when this thing drops, like it's. I played y'all the little clip by Yarlin earlier, right? Like it's those little breadcrumbs that I just hang on to, because I'm like, man, when all this comes together, it's gonna be pretty epic. And Move to Earn, I feel like that we're not paying enough attention to like all these things and how they all connect. Like they've been saying like this, like we have to build the background, like the rails and the infrastructure and everything, so that everything connects smoothly and flows, right? And that's what's being done right now. So when this drops, like, and I don't even think I'm hyping it up too much. I feel like literally when this hits, it's gonna be something that people are just not ready for. And
Hey, this one right here, this is not even speculation anymore. This is what we are doing. Animus AI, right after it says the capacity buffer is exceeded when trying to infuse all 5 elements thus far, it says after that, warning from the machine, that means we have to select which energies get infused in the animus in priority. There you go, right there. We are infusing the animus eggs with elements, energies, all different types of stuff. Elements, though, I'm wondering where the elements are coming from. They couldn't be coming from the shoes, but there's 2 different things. There's energies and there's elements. The egg is just the egg. The egg is the thing you need for this journey. But you're going to need energy and you're going to need elements. And you're going to need to infuse a certain amount of elements, or you're going to choose between a certain amount of elements and infuse it into the egg. And then to activate those elements, you're going to need energy. I mean, it's just plain and clear right here. Like, that's what the AI is saying.
that's your little chemistry experiment there, Shadow.
Exactly, bro. That's choices. And that's going to be amazing for this project.
That's Move to Earn right there. Yo, Harlan in the audience is sitting there chuckling, putting everything together, watching us rediscover all of this stuff.
Yo, he snuck in. I see him now.
Down there, super weak.
Oh man.
Sorry, Trey. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's. I think it's Italian with the kicks, man. Move to Earn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But of course, I would say that. So let me go to somebody else.
Man.
So Tevi, So what else has the elements? The bots.
The bots have
All those
it's not
bots
called
have an
elements,
element.
but the bots have like confidence. They have like they have like different names too. The only thing in the collection currently that actually on OpenSea has elements is the shoes, is the CIRLs. Um, Beyond just what we saw in the quests, but that would be the only thing that actually has not only has elements but also has lore built around why those elements matter and what they do, which I thought is a nice little touch. Um, so yeah, man.
Another thing, sorry to interrupt. I'm just noticing y'all did this whole event, this egg event at, and I quote, current location, Element Lab. So you did it at the Element Lab.
Yeah, that was on the planet that blew up. That's the one that we blew up. Well, we didn't blow it up.
Yeah, it was like blowing up while this was all going
Yeah,
down. It's like, wasn't it?
yeah. So, and which will be interesting too, right? So this is kind of in the trailer for the Exodus and all that stuff. Like the scout was wearing the the dunks. And so the donks obviously have the vials and the DNAs, and you can put them in, mix them up. Our little robot friends have vials in their backs, and they're for lack of better terms, they have their own little DNA injected in there. So, and I go back to the patent, right, for the crypto donks. I talked about like mixing things, and I don't know, I could go on forever. But the point is, it is. I can't wait for this thing to come together because I think it's gonna be pretty magical. Uh, it's gonna be fun. Talk about
This
innovation,
guy,
gamification, and just next level stuff. This is likely going to be it.
so I agree with Tebby. Shadow, they got to introduce elements in some other way than just the shoes, because there's not enough shoes out there, and we don't all just walk around. That's not scalable. So that's where I need you to put your sniffer next. Where
The
else are the
next
elements?
20K eggs, man.
You think that we could get eggs that have elements in them, Tebby?
Potentially. Because
And did Shadow
it's
did
just
say that it was different egg. It could be potentially different eggs that come out from the first 20,000.
yeah. It's what is the egg is just an acronym, right? It's let me pull it up quick.
Oh yeah.
Egg is just an acronym, just like Animus is just a code name.
Project name, yeah.
So
Yeah, remember that drawing that Clegg did, like on the back of like a sketch pad, right? Or remember that he put out?
yeah. I don't remember what that was about though.
I think that.
What
Oh,
drawing? I missed
the
this.
environmental gestational gizmo. So the egg is just a shell that you infuse stuff into.
It's like a wok that you put
Yep.
your vegetables and rice into.
Incubation chamber for artificial life form.
All right.
It is tamper
All right.
proof and suitable for transdimensional travel. It can safely be infused with elemental energies. Not energy, but energies. So while you wait, be sure to protect at all costs. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
So there's
Sorry,
nothing in the egg, guys.
sorry to
It's
jump
out.
real quick.
Sorry, Shadow.
Oh, go ahead, Baron.
Oh, I was just saying there's nothing in the eggs. But
Yeah.
that was kind of me being sarcastic, hopefully. Go ahead.
So Tevi played that video earlier where he was saying that if you keep it in there longer.
My bad.
My man
Baron cannot co-host.
You got to get the hang of it, bro.
Oh,
It's a timing thing. You got to, you know what I mean? It happens to the best of us.
Aaron has the power tonight. Y'all better just respect that.
My bad,
so,
Shadow. My bad.
It happens to the best of us.
it's good, but that guy said strange on that video that that Tevi was playing. On this video, you walk into a room. There is a cool looking animus with wings
Yeah, you
on
saw
the back that looks like type of Mewtwo,
Mm-hmm.
and it says Animus AI strange ...
That looks like the one that was floating and that's in the background and on the poster. That's the one it reminds me of.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does remind me of
Mm-hmm.
that one. It says Animus strange, Animus AI strange ... Then it just moves away from it. That's a straight up teaser right there.
Yes, sir.
The amount of thought that this team has put into this thing is blowing me away.
And
This
this is just a
long
tip.
time ago. This is. Wait, what were you gonna
Pause.
say? What were you gonna say?
This is just a tip, baby.
Ooh.
We ain't even getting nothing yet. This ain't even full throttle. This is just a tip. Like, and I know that they've been doing so much more into it. That's why it's taking how long it's taking, right? And it's, bro, this shit is crazy.
If
The
they
watch.
pull a Pokemon with the Pikachu when
Oh,
he starts talking, bro, like,
subscribe.
nah. You know when Pikachu was crying and he's like, "I love you, Ash," and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" Like, no, they can't be doing that, man. If it's gonna be AI, keep it AI. Be like, "Hey, sit, cool, sit," you know.
So wait, maybe that Animus AI drop was is it saying that Animus is the AI that helps create whatever these characters are?
If they say "I love you, Dre," I'm gonna be like, "Nah, we putting you back in the egg." Like, nope. Mm-mm.
This was the time for you to mute, Baron. That was a good cue right there for you to go ahead and hit it again. But it's all good. It's all good. Missed opportunities. No, but is that the thing? I think that's what it's about, right?
Yeah, I don't know,
Uh,
but
you got chose order of stars. I'm assuming these are elements or other elements. Stars, fire, heart, who, wings, water. Those are other elements, or maybe these are energies. I don't even know. There's so much information in this shit.
yeah, man, it's honestly it's hard to make sense of it all and put it all together. But there was a lot of clues that were dropped during that experience, and there's throughout the collection, like even like there's a lot. If you go back and watch like some of the other trailers that were put together, like just little things here and there that just kind of help paint that story. And so I love speculating, but at the same time I feel like no matter how much we speculate, it's literally, and this is gonna sound cliche, but it's literally just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much that, like, I feel like they've been cooking this up. Not I feel they've been cooking this up for so long that they've thought it through, right? It's one of those things where the vision is so large that it takes time to execute on it, and it's yeah, man. Like I honestly like I just want to be. I almost don't even want to speculate too far into it anymore. I just want to be blown away, and I feel that's why I'm just sitting back. Like I have all these things in my head, all these little nuggets of information that were that were dropped all along the way, and we're getting closer, man. We're getting closer, and it's gonna be. Like I said, you think about like I was talking about GNSS Mint earlier, right? Like there's some cool mechanics there, like all these things that were like in kind of looks like they're in silos, but it's the same people, right? Doing different things at different times, leveraging, learning, experimenting, innovating, you know, iterating. And now, like it's all culminating into what Animus is going to be, which is the next big IP. There's a reason why they're calling it their next big IP. And so, yeah, man, like it's really
And it
fun.
has the blessing of the mothership. Like clones, they had to back up the truck a little bit on parts of CloneX that I think, after it got, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go too much into that, but this, having it fully blessed and planned out, this thing is going to be just smooth as butter. I mean, I cannot wait.
So
Think
much
about
playing.
the fact that they went back, right? And even like last year, right before they kicked off the campaign, they went back. I don't know if it was last year or earlier in the year, but they went back and realigned everything in a chronological order, right? Just so that every event, when it took place, made sense for what comes next, right? So that's that's another little tidbit of everything was kind of like, not, we did a bunch of stuff, but then it's like, well, how does it all fit together? And that timeline that they put together, that little video with each point in time and what was going on, is important to go back and ground yourself on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, if this happened a while ago, they have put in so much work into this thing. It's kind of ridiculous, man. Like, what was this, 7 months ago? You know how much innovation and build upon you can do in 7 months in this crypto Web3 space? So yeah, man. I just finished the whole deal, and there's definitely elements. There's definitely energies. A few takeaways is there was a priority, so you get, I guess, a handful of elements, and you guys, during the experience, you guys chose a priority of like which element are the priorities. I haven't seen any elements get, or any elements or eggs get dropped or anything like that. But I don't know how they would do it. I don't know if it's like you get a handful of elements and then it asks you to put it in a certain order, and maybe in that order, I don't know. But that whole experience, there was so many nuggets in there. You can clearly see that the strange animus that's inside of that tube. It's like a Mewtwo, in my opinion. That's what it gave me the vibes of. It's like Mewtwo from that first Pokemon movie, where it's like, what kind of Pokemon is this? And it's just floating inside of that little globe thing. And yeah, man, elements, energies. The egg is just what you need to start this experience. There's going to be a lot of other pieces to this.
Is
The
this
other
guy an
little
artifact
tidbit too,
client?
if you watch one of the trailers, I think it was, I forget. I'll have to see if I can find it. But anyways, sorry, Carol. When the clone is walking up, it's one of the promotional videos that they did. He activates the little belt or whatnot. The eggs are going through, but not every egg. This is when the egg gets delivered to the main clone, or the clone girl. Not every egg passes the test, right? Where some of them get dropped and some of them get accepted. So I'll have to see if I can find that trailer and post it again. But to your point earlier, that just reminded me of that point. Like, not every egg, at least through that little trailer, made it through. Like, some of them do get rejected. So it'll be interesting, like, is how all this plays out. It's definitely going to be interactive. It should be a fun reveal, leading up to yeah, Animus itself, like how they come out to be. But I think the simple fact that it is a code name. It's going to be really cool to find out what the actual project name is.
Elementals Energy 2.
So I call cap. You guys are pushing these dragons and these Murakami stuff way too much, man. They're gonna come out with a Kevin. I swear to God, that shit is gonna pump. They're gonna come out with one Kevin, and everybody's gonna be hyped with this Kevin because of how ugly this Kevin looks, and this Animus is gonna go to the moon. You guys can pump your dragons, but nah, we need Kevin.
These guys are pumping wolves. Everybody wants a wolf. I'll be looking for a Kevin too. I'm right there with you. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If Kevin is the angel DNA, I'm about it.
I'd take a subscribe.
Yeah, I want to subscribe. I want an animus that just tells me random facts, like just shit that I didn't even know I needed. He'll just come in and just tell me shit that I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like that's
He
what I.
made all of us speechless, and that's three guys that are hard to make speechless. You got Tebby, Shadow, and Baron up here, and all of us got tripped up after Subscribe spoke for 10 seconds.
Bro,
Bro, he said Kevin,
if,
bro.
if you can make Heavy and Baron speechless,
Now, if we can't FUD Animus, everybody's just gonna FUD it. We need to FUD it ourselves, so they need to make a Kevin.
Nah, bro.
Hey,
Like we're not doing that.
super, super rare element, Kevin. You need Kevin for the 1 of 1, bro. That's how it works.
Maybe that's that weird or strange Animus they're talking about.
We just need to FUD the guy with 500 so he sells to us at below the
Bro,
floor.
I'm hoping he just floor. I hope he wakes up one day. He's like, you know what? Forget this project, man, and just floors all 500. And so the floor price just drops to like 0.01, and we can just go fill up on Animus eggs. But that's a pipe dream.
I mean, how
Yo,
are you gonna incubate them though? Like you're gonna need so many ships.
Bro, we're gonna have to complain until we get factories, and we're gonna have to like start DAOs and buy Animus factories, incubation factories, man.
Somebody
yo,
sell
I'm here
an
for
egg
it.
farm.
I want a crazy puzzle that people will get like a missing number. You know, like in Pokemon where it's like some random missing no came up out of nowhere. You know, and then we got a Kevin.
No, let me tell you what I want, because we already have it on one of the ships. One of these ships, I think it's the Exopod, it has those plants and they're like floating in a circle, right? All I want is a ship that has like 10 incubations on it, and I want it to be in like a cylinder in the middle of the ship, and you can walk just continuously forever, and it's like low gravity, so you just are walking in a full-on circle like in those sci-fi movies, and it's just a whole tunnel of just incubation eggs, just incubating the whole time, bro.
Yeah, dude, that would be so fire. You know that, remember when Clegg was posting about solar punk? So I have a feeling that that greenhouse is in there for a reason, and that will be like the more eco-friendly you are, like that's going to be the type of like ways you can like make your environment better. He's real into that stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is some.
Yeah, that's a good point. I forget about that. I don't know if that will play into it, but that's actually a really good take. Because I did wonder, honestly, like that the incubation, not the incubation, the hibernation chamber with the plants and everything, it just looked a little bit out of place, frankly. In the exopod, I thought it looked cool. I was like, oh, that's nice. I like the plants, like Avery's ship. That's like part of a fleet. You need kind of like that little garden where you go to zen out, and then so from an aesthetic standpoint it made sense, but I did not connect those two things, so that's a good take.
Opportunities are endless, that's for sure.
So my only question is, how high is the floor price now? Because we done pumped this bag so much, I'm pretty sure people done bought like 70 eggs.
Nah, I didn't move at all.
Great. That's what I like to hear. Don't believe the hype. Everything's going to zero, especially Artifact.
Yeah, I mean, Animus is going to zero. How can you drop another 20k eggs and not have it?
Dilution.
Yes, dilution. Everybody sees it coming. Artifact would do that to their holders. It's a heavy bag.
Yeah, at 0.1 is definitely way too expensive, for sure.
100%, Kiro. I'm trying to get some free Animus eggs, bro. Where the airdrops at?
Oh, you didn't check your Yo, did you download your files yet?
For my clone, yeah.
Okay. Have you been to the Bad Take Discord to check out the file section, sir?
No. What's in there?
Bro, your imagination is gonna run wild. You know how you like all the really cool renders? So there's a couple of people in there, like President and I believe Ali and a couple other people are on that Discord. And if you go into the file share, you'll see all the coolest shit that you like.
about the renders that are being made, those resources are there for you, sir. If you think your threads are good now, they're gonna get better. That is a fact.
Yo, I like
Because
that.
now, like, you know how you're
That
talking about the spaceships. So day after posted some spaceships. You have the exopod interior. Um, Robbie posted that. Day after posted the cryopod, the clone chamber, so you can go stick your clone in there. It's not gonna do anything, but look cool. Um, you have loot pods, you have all types of stuff. Day after even posted his model of the Apple Vision Pro. You can slap that on your clone if you like. Um, there's an environment here from Ali called Sci-Fi Prison Cell. I could just keep going, right? Because this is the shit that I like. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nike's going to $200. I'm getting split shares. Um, you know, um, let's go fucking Nike. Let's go Artifact, man.
at
In the
80.
middle of a bear, even having a floor is crazy to me.
Nike looks good at 80. Curl. I'll buy someday.
Yo, how do you kick this guy? Who has the mute button, man? I don't like anything that this guy says, man. Okay, listen, man. It's going to 200. Okay, buddy.
Just buy
I'm
it
getting my
after.
shares. Okay, I'm getting that bucket hat tomorrow, Baron.
It's sold out.
It's sold out. It's sold out. But everyone has a price except for me.
Kuro and
I just have
Subscribe
things.
arguing about who's saying the most nonsense in the space.
Just wait for the next.
I had to come in and
I was
defend my
thinking the
title.
same thing. I'm like, how are you both like arguing with one another?
Kick this guy. I don't like what he's saying.
Yeah, I had to come defend my title. Okay, we can't have that.
Nike is down $5. Foot Locker is up $2. So I don't know.
Yeah, how's Foot Locker doing, man? Like, cause I know you're big on Foot Locker. How's Foot Locker doing?
No, I'm just saying. Like it hit the bottom. I showed people that hey, it might be a good time to buy. And Nike, maybe we wait a little bit and we can buy Nike. I love Nike. Nike. There's Nike shoes in Foot Locker, so you guys like shoes? I like shoes. We can buy Foot Locker.
I bought
but
Foot Locker when you said to buy Foot Locker.
They pulling the
Just
shoes out of Foot Locker. Man, they getting rid of their allocations. They decreased it significantly because they're looking to have their own.
Floor it. Floor the Foot Locker, everyone.
I told him that when he said that before, bro.
I don't understand again.
Anything retail right now.
Any and everything retail, no matter what it is, especially Foot Locker. They cut back on all the allocations. Nike's creating a platform to have digital goods be created into physical goods, and then they'll have the secondary sold up for those digital and physical items. They're not going to give their allocations to Foot Locker anymore for them to sell it to resellers and resellers to sell it on StockX and StockX to make billions of dollars. It doesn't make any sense. Everything is dying retail, man. Listen and subscribe. What's that button for the woman screaming on the soundboard? Hit that again. That's what you're doing right there.
Yo, Subscribe is counter trading all you. Brick and mortar to the moon. Am I right, Subscribe? Everything's going brick and mortar, baby. To the moon.
You guys go to computer, you got Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk building their body. So go ahead and sit down on your computers. We're going to work out. I'm going to go running.
Hey, brick and mortar's the future. Yo, Subscribe's so important. He comes in and just counters everything everybody says. Just
and then
to
I'm
humble
going to
everybody.
the gym. And then he ends on I'm going to the gym, just
I'm
like
going on a run.
He has Shadow twisted, dude.
It.
Shadow doesn't even know what to do. He can't participate in the conversation.
No. Shadow and me, we work together. I see Shadow.
Shadow's got a pen and paper out over there, just like jotting down. He's doing equations, trying to figure out what the fuck Subscribe's saying.
Bro.
Write a thread on this. We need a thread.
I'm just trying to figure out who's the most out there person. Is it Kiro or is it Subscribe? Only one person can wear the crown.
I think it depends
Your
on the
head is
topic.
spinning.
I think
No, there is no topic. Their head was spinning trying to figure out that formula,
that.
man. Like there's
Yeah.
because there is no standard topic. Every time they speak, it's never about one specific thing. It bounces from one thing to the next, and 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 ends back in the beginning of nothingness where they started off from. You can never put your finger on
I will
It has
say,
to be that way. Okay, it just has to. Clone visibility. People just let me up on stage because I just derail everything going on. Because I don't give a shit about whatever they're talking about. Because it's not Nike. It's not Artifact. It's not Azuki. It's not Anime Pictures. I don't want to fucking hear it. I just don't care about it. Like, unless it's one of one art, I'll give that a chance. But, yeah.
Subscribe,
Even I
follow up,
like the
follow up.
monkey JPEGs. I almost bought one today.
Subscribe, follow up, man. Follow up what he just said with something, please.
I might have almost bought an
I don't
ether.
know. I think brick and mortar is dope. But then, like, if you're addicted to something, it's gonna go up. Something like Hershey, Hershey goes up. So if you're addicted to Nike, maybe it'll go up. I know we all are addicted to artifacts, so maybe it'll go up.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
Hero.
That actually
Look,
makes sense in the roundabout way. Man, that's I don't even know how you link that up.
It always
Subscribe. That
does.
was good. That was good.
look,
subscribe.
Hero, man. I would have bought some more ether mints if it wasn't for those guys going at Artifact. They don't even have the pillars, man.
Bro, I had to tell them. They're like, oh, Ether's a luxury brand. I'm like, bro, do you have a Rimowa suitcase that your dog goes and smells and he like starts smiling after? No, I do. Okay. And you know what logo it has on it? It's not the fucking Ether logo. I'll tell you that much. And yo, they closed the mint when I'm trying to mint and I lost my gas. I'm still upset about that. I just haven't said anything because I'm trying to give this guy a chance here to fucking do something. If this was a company, I would have fudded the shit out of them. Oh my god, man! I would have said how technically bad the art is. Look at the posture of these characters. People are leaning forward inside of the future of this. I would have said the craziest shit you've ever heard in your life. But I love the art. I actually like Ether, despite the idiots that tried to compare Ether to my Rimowa bag. You can't. It came in a dust bag.
Yeah, and
I
that's
wish
what
they just had a bigger enough team. I feel like if they have a bigger enough team, then they'll be able to produce
Who,
more.
Ether?
Wait,
Yeah.
Hero
They
said
need
it
to
came in a
hire
dust
the
bag.
OG kid, man, because they don't have any real social media presence, and at least that kid's a hustler. Like I observed him for three or 4 days or whatever in Vegas while he stayed with me, and like, yo, he's a hustler, man. I don't like people that don't hustle. Like I got this idiot messaging me right now, who can't even deliver.
He said it came in a dust bag. I love when
The man
Kiro
said,
talks about
yo,
his
if you're
Rimowa.
doing business with me, I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. I'm fucking ice cold. Okay. I'll just send you my lawyer's email and my lawyer's phone number and block you, and you can go talk to them. Especially when you don't deliver my product within 4 or 5 months when you told me that it was 30 days. People are wild out here, man. I might make jokes on the internet, but my real life is fucking nearly perfect because I don't play games. Except
I
for when I get stabbed by my ex. I deserve that.
I told y'all I can't figure out Kuro's cadence, bro. Like I started talking and it was just a pause in his shit, bro. Like every time. I've done spaces with Kuro for 7 months straight, bro. Every single night. I still don't know when like to talk. He just keeps you on your toes. Subscribing Kuro will keep you on your fucking toes, bro. They are the opposite of NPCs, man. These guys have character. They've got soul. Yeah, bro.
Oh, speaking of soul, I gotta finish this new PFP. I gotta go back to my clone.
He says, "Yeah, bro. When clone? All right.
Probably in the morning tomorrow because I gotta finish the cloak for the bean so they match. But yo, it's you know, we're all getting cloaks. I'm gonna finish the cloak files and then I'll send them into the file share. So if you do want to do your own render, you can. Otherwise, I will do hover's render. I still haven't, and also guys, I still haven't forgotten about the Bad Take family photo. I'm still trying to figure out how to get dynamic poses. So each like clone chooses a pose automatically, and it's just randomized. So once I figure that out, I will also share the Python files with everyone, so you can, if you have multiple clones, you can set them up and do stuff like that. Because we're in a content bear market more so than a financial bear market right now. As we saw by the successful elementals mint, I think we need to stop thinking about short-term price, but the long-term goal of these things, especially Animus, because if these things are evolving, everything's on sale right now. That's what I got.
Yeah, I just imagine looking at the price and like one day, even with another 20,000. I mean, Animus. I saw what the price was when these things came out. Y'all were sitting at like 1.5 with like Animus when y'all were claiming your free airdrops, and I'm like, at ETH for if they do the experience right, and ETH for this type of experience, that in my opinion is well worth it because it's not just like a click a button and you're just randomly going to just get something. This is a whole ass experience. Like you're getting elements, you're getting energies, you're getting incubations, you're getting all these different variations that are coming together to give you a whole experience. Like the word choice was perfect, man. Like you're doing this whole experience, which is probably going to create a bond between you and like the animus that you end up pulling, especially if it is trait based and it's not just like DNA based only or whatever they end up calling it. If you can have the same animus as somebody else, but there's at least a few different variations because you went down a different path than I did. Maybe you chose magic and I chose water, so mine has like more of a fish like scales on its wings and you have like more of like feathers or something. Like we don't know what all these things are going to come together to, but definitely Kiro's right, man. You can't look at like just with coins too. You can't look at what's going on today. Think of what possibly could happen in 2025, right? So yeah.
Well, even bro, if you look at just all of the improvements that people like Ali and Wayne and Prez and like I can't list everyone just because yeah, but if you look at all the improvements that they're making on like a personal level with their art, think about like another like 10, 15,000 people on the same path. Bro, clone visibility, bro. People start seeing this in the real world. They're just going to be like, that is so fucking cool. It's like, when did you ever think that like 9 out of 10 drug dealers would have a cause like fucking 1,000% in their living room? Listen, man, I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, I never thought I'd see it. Today, 9 out of 10 drug dealers have one in their living room.
There's no such thing as a cost 1,000%.
So what is it then? The big or bear brick?
Bear brick 1,000%. Cars will come in percentages.
Okay, yeah. So bear brick, man. Whatever they're called, man. I'm not a drug dealer. I don't know, but and I'm not a collector of. I don't like stuff like that. It's not my favorite. I like things that can be organized and can fit in small spaces. I like comic books and stuff like that. I'm not in mangas. I'm not really a toy collector.
300% can fit in small spaces in comic book areas.
Yo, I actually saw the two Nike mechas that you had. Those are gorgeous, man. If you wouldn't mind like DMing me what the name of those things are, so I can try and purchase some, because I really I really am a fan of Nike. I just love Nike. You know,
I sold him the Baron.
dividends, baby.
I don't even know.
Yep. Can't wait, dude. Those things are sick, dude. I'd never seen those before. Yo, Comp, are you trying to rug the space? Do you need to go? It's your birthday.
He's been trying to run the
Bro,
space for the
over
past half
here.
hour.
I know.
Yeah, dude. It's his
No,
birthday.
I've been quiet listening. Food just came back, so I am gonna go spend some time with the family. They just brought food here, so let's get Anya up here. At least say hi to Anya, and then I will. It's been good listening though, bro. Y'all are cooking tonight.
I know. We're
I
cooking.
wasn't I wasn't just being quiet on purpose or ignoring y'all. I'm trying to do both.
Good. Good.
I still love y'all. I
I
promise.
just felt like as a co-host, it was my responsibility to check on you, but now I'll go back on mute as co-host.
No, Trey always knows when I'm eating or if I'm doing it. Like, I can't probably eat. And yeah, dude, the food just got here. Anya,
I heard it was your birthday. Is that right?
no, it's JKB's birthday.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, actually, I heard a rumor it was both of your birthdays because it's the lucky 7-Eleven.
Yes, it is my birthday. It is my birthday.
La 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 la. I'm just kidding. I won't sing to you. No, but happy birthday. Thank you for holding these spaces, and we're really. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm very grateful to be spending spaces with you on your birthday. So thanks for making time to be here with us.
I appreciate you. You guys are like my extended family, so I had to come on here and fucking vibe out with you guys for a few hours. Excuse my language. I frickin' frick. Um, I'm working on that. That's my birthday. One of my birthday wishes was to start changing my cursing language to the Utah standard cursing language. So working on that. Frickin' frick.
Well, good gracious, I'm so glad that you are.
Good gracious.
Great.
Frickin' frick.
I hear the baby in the background too, so I'm glad I caught myself.
If you're saying good gracious, is it just better not to say anything?
Gee,
I was gonna say dagnabbit, but I say that a lot.
Gee whiz. Come on now.
Sorry.
all right, guys, I am gonna rug it. Did someone just come up when we haven't said what's up? Mozzie, did we get a chance to say hi to Mozzie?
Mozzie was going to come up and say he was creating 400% and 1,000% Mozzie.
Yo, Mozzie been cooking lately, dude. He's been doing some.
Okay.
How you doing, Mozzie?
I'm doing good, and yeah, happy birthday. I kind of like mentioned in like the space comments, but since you called me out, I'll just say it here.
I appreciate you, bro. No, I just want to make sure we say hi to everybody who came up. I gotta show love to the people that are coming up and everybody in the space. Honestly, appreciate y'all coming out and spending the evening with me, spending the evening with us. The conversation's been fire tonight. We'll be back at it tomorrow for Bad Take on Wednesday. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. we have Levianth. He's going to be doing a on cyber like event. So Levianth, if you get that post up, put it up. Everybody look for his post. And if you're up at 10 a.m. Pacific time, let's hop in on cyber and support the homie Levianth.
Yes, sir. Put the post up. Appreciate you, bro. Again, reminding everyone, and gonna be a good one for sure. For sure.
Yeah, brother, just send it through, and we'll make sure we get it retweeted. Dre Millie, you got me.
Happy birthday, my G. I'm walking my son to the pool house and he's tripping. Happy birthday, man. You know we love you. We appreciate you and everything that you do, man. It helps us grow as a unit, as a team, and we couldn't do this without you. And we graciously appreciate you. Hope you have a great one, man.
Appreciate you, bro. For real. Appreciate all y'all. Baron, the co-hostess with the mostest tonight, laying down the mute hammer multiple times. Baron was in charge tonight, baby. Y'all gotta respect. What do you got for us, man?
Nighty night. Enjoy your night. That's all I got.
Appreciate you, Baron. All right, night, guys. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.
Night.